fully past my.
Um, essentially, what he did is he decided to rearrange the apartment, and he was like, I'm gonna move my desk to the living room, and you can have the entire office, and that's how we're gonna run things until we get a house, because we're trying to get a house.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Expensive though.
then, well, then I was talking to him, and I was like, well, why don't we just move? Like, why do we have 3 shared spaces, and then like we have 3 rooms and 2 people? Why do we have 3 shared spaces and not a shared space and 2 offices? Like that would make more sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so we moved our bedroom to the living room, and are dividing the two back bedrooms to offices.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that he's setting his desk up in his office right now, and he is going to join us as soon as he can.
Fair enough. All right. I'm
Hello,
excited to actually meet
Aqua.
him. I've only. Am I being promote? Oh, well, Aqua's here now. Hi, Aqua. You're also here too. All right,
Oh,
Kiko, you're now
actually,
being
I
promoted.
forgot to do something for Aqua quickly. Let
Did you
me.
miss a commission thing?
No, I have to promote Aqua. He's being promoted to my best
Promoted?
employee. What does she say? Elite
Damn.
employee? Is that what it is? I think that's what she says.
I see how it is.
What, you want to be an
Damn.
elite employee? Is that what you want?
I don't even know what that means. I'm, I'm just complaining to complain.
No, I put out that I needed help with mods recently.
I don't have the time to be anyone's mod. I'm not even my own mod half the time.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's the problem. Is like 90% of the time I'm having to do most of my own modding work.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it would just be helpful if I had a few more hands on deck, you know.
Mm-hmm. My Congrats,
There
just
we go.
becoming an elite employee at a raise. So if we get a raise, I'll become an elite employee, man. Well, I mean, I'm a basic employee.
Me at work being an elite employee because I get paid by what I do, so I'm like, hee hee. I hate hourly
That's nice.
wages, honestly.
Hourly wages are stupid.
They are! Like,
there's no promotion to, like, work.
Literally, like, I would show up to an hourly wage job, and if anything happened that was outside of my normal wheelhouse of responsibilities, I'd be like, you know, I don't get paid extra to do that, so I'm not gonna do it. That's not my problem.
It makes perfect sense. At my job, I'm a labor job, and all of the other guys at my job will literally, like, we'll be about to do something, and they go, or we'll be doing something, and something will happen, they'll be like, well, I mean, this is not our responsibility.
Literally.
Or it's like, we'll be told to do something, and we'll drive around for, like, dang near 30 minutes, because they're like, I mean,
well, yeah, if you're making
we're
an
not in
hourly
any
wage,
rush to do it.
Yeah, if you're making, that's the thing is, hourly wages do not encourage people to work hard.
Not at all.
It encourages
it's a good.
laziness.
The problem, though, is it's really hard to, like, quantify work and give it an equivalent to money, and I can see a lot of fights coming in being like, I worked so hard today and you gave me not enough money. Well, this is what your money equated to. Well, that's bullshit. Like, and then fairness.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Well, see, what I do is I'm a hairdresser, so I get like a commission wage. I make a percentage of every service that I do. So like, for me, anything,
I feel
like anything extra that I would have to do is I get paid extra for, you know?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
A job like yours, I think, is easier to do, like, to quantify something like that, because it's got a job and what specifically you have to do for said job. Whereas if you look into, like, some labor jobs, like stacking, well, no, even stacking boxes, you could do how many boxes
like,
they stack.
Box. Yeah, exactly. Like, there's no reason to do an hourly wage for most positions.
A lot of jobs, yeah, I do agree. Hourly wages don't make sense. But, like, imagine a factory work where it's really hard to track how much you've done.
See, factory work, I feel like an hourly wage makes sense because it's a factory. Like, it's already mostly, like...
Line work.
Like, you're kind of already paced by the factory itself, so they can kind of guesstimate how much you're gonna get done in an hour and pay you just an average of that. Me gets promoted, also me, wait, what was I meant to be doing? just watching chat for me, you know? Sometimes we get spammers.
If someone says the N-word, nuke them.
Yeah. bark if someone comes in here, a stranger, you know?
Okay, which streamer am I with right now? I feel like I'm with the wrong one.
Bark at strangers for me, Aqua.
Get streamers for me. Aqua, bark for me. Aqua, you're gonna get a raise.
That's
You're
my
just
rule. That's how you get heals for me when I play Mercy. You gotta bark for them.
Is it actually?
If you piss me off, yes.
Alright, I'll be fine. I'll never piss you off.
I need to get...
Chico says I need to assert my dominance. Bark.
Exactly. They'll be like, heal me, and I'll be like, bark. Bark for me. Bark
Heal
for
me,
the heal.
please. Beg.
Yeah, yes. Hands and knees, begging.
On your knees. Well, speaking of mods, this is my mod. He kind of just decided he was going to be a mod.
Literally how Sume works.
Yeah, Rebels showed up and it's like, hey, let me mod for you. And I was like, okay. And then I found out he mods for people that he sees potential in, so I get a free compliment out of it too.
Sume just like messaged me on Discord one day and he was like, hey, I saw you were looking for mods. And I was like, yeah, for sure. Need to play Overwatch with you so I can piss you off. I'm a below average Genji main. I'll pocket you. I'll damage boost you.
Oh, I'm a Kiriko who doesn't know how to aim.
Ooh, I'm a Kiriko who can't aim.
Get your elbow! Dang it, stop being my long-lost sibling for 5 minutes, please. We've already had like 4 things.
In Overwatch, I've always mained Mercy and Diva, and then when Kiriko came out, I picked her up right away because I'm obsessed with foxes, so any fox characters, I'm like, hee.
Literally me. I saw a fox character and I'm like, my brand!
I mained Ahri for a long time in League of Legends, but
I tried to.
I'm refusing to play League of Legends for the rest of my life now.
Because they released another skin.
They ruined my Ahri collection, and I refuse to ever look at it again. So they'll never see another set from me. They played themselves.
Yeah, didn't they just add another skin, but like it was expensive?
Yeah, that's why I'm not playing. I'm protesting this
There.
skin.
Blake says she's a mercy that can't fly.
That's real.
God, that's funny. Yeah, no, I had a better idea.
Okay, no, every 5 minutes me playing Mercy is just, oh no, I didn't mean to go that way. Oh shit, oh fuck.
Wait a minute.
I didn't mean to super jump that fuck.
Guys, hang on, wait.
Yeah, no, I really need to get Overwatch working on my computer again. I really, really, really miss playing Overwatch.
I would
Especially
100% agree with you.
Yes, especially now that Pink Mercy's coming back. Like, I need to get back on Overwatch. My stupid PC doesn't work though. Like, every time I load up Overwatch, for some reason, the sound starts, like, cutting out of my PC. It's really weird.
I don't own a PC.
What?
I'm using a laptop.
My guy.
I have a
laptop.
$1,500 laptop that I got 3 or 4 years ago.
I used a laptop for a really long time before I got my PC. But the PC that I use currently is one that I had, like, custom built for me about 4 years ago now.
I'm gonna be getting mine. I'm not gonna be custom built, but I'm gonna be building it.
Yeah, I custom built this one. I think I spent like $2,200 on it when I got it, but it definitely needs like some help. I think the graphics card in it is going.
You survive. I'm stubborn.
I just replaced the power supply in it, like last summer, I think. I just put new RAM in it. But I think
Fair
I
enough.
definitely think it needs a new graphics card.
I'm gonna have like a $2,000 pay thing, assuming I can get my college figured out. Because if not, I'm gonna have to wait a while, and I'm gonna have to take a semester at a college far away.
Are you getting like FAFSA
I'm
back? Is that what
changing.
you're waiting on?
No. So basically, college is approaching, and originally I was going out of like town within my state. I was going like an hour away, but that's
Yeah.
expensive to live out away from home. And as
Yes.
much as I adore the independence and not relying on them and not being around siblings because some of them drive me insane, that comes with a lot of money costs. And I'm already running myself pretty hard with school and streaming, but I don't usually call out streaming as one of the reasons so I don't get shot.
That's fair. Don't mind me
But
dying.
I run myself. Yeah, no, it's fine. You'll survive.
I'm okay.
I run myself pretty ragged with the two of them. I do this every single day for 3 hours straight, and I work every day for 8 hours straight.
Ooh,
And the only days I don't work are the weekends.
damn, you got
And-
like more fucking stamina than I do.
Oh, I hadn't had a full night's rest in about 3 weeks up until like this weekend. I think it might have been last weekend.
Oh no, I used to be able to go like that for like ever. Like when I got my hair license, I was still in high school. So I did virtual schooling for my senior year of high school. And then I went to my hair school, my cosmetology classes, 40 hours a week, and then on top of that I worked on weekends.
I'm probably gonna work weekends for college.
But ever since I hit my 20s, I just like I struggle just to exist. And now I'm like, if I have if I have to work more than 4 days in a week, I'm like, I actually want to die.
I'm too stubborn to just give up on streaming. I've been doing this for 4 years, but I've only like super committed for the past maybe few months.
Ooh,
I've only been
same.
super commuted for like a few
Actually,
months,
same.
and I've been growing a lot in comparison. It took me about 3 years to get to about 100, like 100 something.
I think I hit affiliate my first year of it was my second year of streaming, but I was doing like face cam stuff still. And then I took a really, really, really long break. I took like a year or 2 year long break from streaming, and then I came back as a VTuber. And since then, I've really super committed to it. I think a lot more than like I did originally, and I've been growing a lot more.
Fair. Again, same thing here. I did face cam content, but I had a mask on, and I still do that on occasion. Where like if we're streaming something and my computer can't run it with my model, but it will run on its own, I'll turn on my webcam and just chill on screen,
That's
like
so
with
fair.
my mask on. Last time I did it, chat all agreed that I'm genuinely just a fox because I'm really like I'm very mobile. I'm very high energy. They could see the way I like move and stuff. I was literally everywhere that
You have
stream. It was a
ADHD,
mess.
don't you?
Oh, absolutely. I have like severe ADHD. Everyone agrees I'm just a fox.
Foxes are the ADHD animal, of course.
Have I ever told you the story of why I'm a fox?
I don't think you have.
So, ever since I was in like middle school, my friends called me a cat. They all decided I was a cat, and I leaned into it, and because it was funny. And then, I'd say about high school, they all kind of switched up and went, you know what, you're like a fox. And I played into that because it was fun. And then it became a permanent feature of my personality.
That's fair.
I don't know what happened, but I've been feral ever since I hit high school. And now I'm just permanently stuck like a fox, I guess.
So, I, like, one of my nicknames in middle school was Cat, because it's adjacent to, like, my actual name.
Oh.
So, felt that one.
My name's not related to anything. I'm just Hunter.
I know.
But obviously that just, I guess, association to Predator. I don't know.
See, it always makes me think, like, that's just, like, the straight white boy name.
It really is. I was supposed to be Carly, man.
Like Hunter, Aiden, and, like, Carter are, like, the straight white boy names.
Oh my god. Carter 100%.
Right?
Absolutely. Absolutely Carter.
Yeah, I've only known, like, 3 Carters, and they all are, like, camo wearing, BB gun shooting, like...
I am not that. I can promise you that.
No?
No. I'm actually not a huge hunting person. I like learning how to use arrows and bows. I taught myself how to use a whole bunch of different weapons just for fun. And like combat is definitely one of my specialties, that and like parkour type stuff. But I'm really not a violent person most of the time.
Yeah.
And I don't really lean into like hunting any of that. It's just not for me.
I don't like the idea of killing animals. I can't be associated with that stuff.
What do you mean sure? Sorry, hang on. What do you mean sure? What are you suring?
Poppin'. Hello, Poppin'. How are you? It's so good to see you.
Where are my notes? I'm currently throwing the D&D race together into an actual race.
Yeah. Have you shown what you have to Frankie yet? Because I know he had an idea for a Kitsune race too.
I was supposed to show it to him, but my plan was to show it to him today, and then he isn't in VC yet.
Aquabarked, yes! Aquabarked, yes!
Aqua! Where's Discord? Okay, it's not on this tab. That's good.
I got the day off. I'm taking it my pace. Days off are the best. I love days off.
Hell yeah.
I stream on my days off.
I don't have days off technically other than the weekends, but I do get like the day off sometimes if it's like super bad raining. But usually we'll just ride around aimlessly instead. Why is it asking me to leave the site?
Nah, my days off, I split them up. So I start the day usually with like a show that I've been watching and some art, and then when I get bored of that, I get up and I come and I switch to streaming.
It's the homie. Hi, Popkin!
But that's because
I
that's how
just
my workflow
refuse.
goes.
I just refuse to not stream every
fair.
single day.
I get socially drained very easily, and like I don't like to be on stream if I don't think that I'm like putting out content that I would want to put out, you know? So if I feel too tired, I will end stream just because I'm drained and tired and I don't want to not be my best self for you guys.
I've had a similar I had a similar thing, but I'm also just immune to being too tired nowadays for some reason.
Pumpkin cat. Hello, pumpkin cat. How are you? It's so
You
good
get
to
enough
see
energy
you.
from the madness? Yeah, no. The feralness definitely just gives me infinite energy. I inherited it from my mother.
See, the chaos
Where's
is
the
what keeps me
dark
going.
vision?
I feed off of chaos. It's
Yes.
like the more chaotic stuff that's happening, the more energetic I am. So like, I just need chaos all the time, you know? No cozy games for me. I can't do that. I'll fall asleep. I get to EPs.
I do cozy games. I was playing Five Nights at Freddy's. Like, I was playing the FNAF games, and then people in my chat started falling asleep because of my voice.
No way. I had a coworker call the salon one time and tell me, she was like, "You have a really relaxing voice." She was like, "Can I pay you to read to me?" I was like, "What?"
I've been asked to do ASMR before.
Damn, that's
The
crazy.
Binding of Isaac making game.
I never never got the ASMR thing. I know people say they get like spine tinglies and stuff, but I've never had that before.
I don't think they meant like the kind of ASMR, you know?
I don't know what
I
you're
hate those
talking
kind of
about.
ASMRs.
Like,
Those hurt my brain.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just too autistic for it.
Well, here's the thing. The other types of ASMR are roleplay ASMRs, where you pretend to be like, usually like, someone, you pretend to be like the listener's romantic partner.
Oh,
That's usually
weird.
one of the ones they do.
That's odd.
I understand the idea of it. It's supposed to be like comforting. I myself, not really my thing.
I guess I've never been lonely like enough to do that because Frankie and I have been dating since I was 17.
Mm-hmm.
So like I've never even lived alone before, you know?
I don't count anything I have been through. I've never had an in-person relationship.
Not really.
So I'm more or less.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it.
What order do I have?
I will say don't discount your experiences though, Looted. Like I totally
No, they're
understand,
negative.
like internet relationships too. Like I definitely dated
No, they're
a guy.
negative.
I definitely dated a guy who lived in the UK for like 4 years.
No. They are negative experitions, very bad.
Oh, I'm
and
not
before
saying
I
that was
count
a good
myself as
experience
sane.
at all. That guy got me into League of Legends. That was terrible. He was a Draven
I'm saying
main. Are you kidding me? Like.
I just mean mine were particularly bad. I had one who was manipulative, and then the other one I was too young for me to really consider it
That's
counting.
fair. That's valid.
Up until college, I didn't really have an actual set of who I am or my personality or anything about myself.
You're so real for that. I like totally didn't start like figuring out who I am and like the stuff that I actually like until well after high school. I feel like high school keeps people in a box.
High school, I just had no friends in high school.
Neither did I.
I love you, Pumpkin. I had very few friends. I had people I talked to that I thought were my friends. I can promise you the amount of people I talked to after that were zero,
No,
minus
literally
one
same.
D&D friend group, and they're their own group for the most part.
Yeah, like actually same. I don't talk to anybody from high school. I didn't have any friends, like actual friends in high school.
Oh, Pumpkin, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Pumpkin. I forgot to turn on Mix It Up shit.
Oh shit! Thank you for reminding me to turn on Mix It Up. Hello.
It's so easy to forget.
It is. It is so easy to just forget.
Thank you for the pets, though, Pumpkin. I will do those real quick. I'll fix them. Also, chat, I fixed TTS, so I can now hear TTS. So have fun with that. Where's my pets?
Boobies.
Where are they?
Just make text to speech say boobies.
Okay. No boobies, please, I beg. Oh gosh darn it, I
Boobies.
pressed something. No boobies.
Boobies.
No, kick out. There we go. Thank you, Pumpkin. Completely missing who did the pat redeem. Don't worry, I fixed it. It's fine. Oh, Pumpkin, why did you do this?
Is it
Pumpkin.
boobies?
No, there's no boobies.
No.
Stop talking about boobies.
Boobies.
We can discuss boobies later when we're working on my
I see. Priorities.
priorities. Never for later.
Okay. We'll put a pin in the boobies. Pumpkin cat, thank you for the stay hydrated. Let me get a sippy sip.
Puppy cat?
Pumpkin cat.
Pumpkin. Oh yeah, Pumpkin. Boobies, Samara, no. I'm doing it. It's fine, Rebel.
Want the blue-footed boobies? You know who else wants blue-footed boobies?
My mom. Oh, we love to see. Thank you, Pumpkin. Do I need to hide it? I think I hide it in the character sheet.
What?
So one of the things I try to do to make the races work properly is, and the D&D normally does this. You know how like if a character has dark vision and you look at your racial traits, like it doesn't pop up dark vision?
Yeah.
And it's just a stat on your screen.
Ah, thank you so much
And
for
she
the
muted.
follow,
There goes
Samara
Kiko. She's
Flame.
gone now. No more
Thank you
Kiko.
so much.
All right, Chad. It was nice having Kiko.
Sorry, I just wanted to thank someone for the follow without interrupting you. I'm sorry.
I was funny.
I was just
did the
trying to be
exact
nice
same
to you,
thing
you
earlier.
freaking fricker.
I did the exact same thing to you earlier. Where I muted to like think someone or say something without, so I didn't want to interrupt you. And of course, when you do it, I gotta call it out. I gotta be, oh, Kiko's. Oh,
No,
Kiko
yeah, I'm
doesn't want
just
to talk
gone.
to
I'm
me
not
anymore.
listening. I left in the middle of your sentence without any reason.
But what I try to do, I try to make it feel like as professional as possible. I have already built an entire homebrew race based on the, not on the kitsune, based on the Tabaxi. I made a Fox version of Tabaxi with multiple sub races.
Yeah, you were telling me about that. So when I've played a kitsune in D&D before.
Was it flavor?
No, so what I did, because it was way back when we had first started playing D&D, so we weren't, like, crazy familiar with the mechanics and everything. So I actually just took tieflings and, reskinned it a little bit. And it worked out pretty well. I mean, like, relatively speaking, they don't get any abilities that, like, a tiefling wouldn't have, like, right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
And you can have your, like, unarmed strike with, like, claws and everything. So that worked out pretty good.
I 100% reskinned Tabaxis originally when I built. They're called Vulps. They're called the Vulps. They're actually in D&D. Like, you can look for them. I'm currently viewing them.
Yeah,
I'm using it to like.
I'm sure instead of like having to make up an entirely new one too, I'm sure there are relatively good ones already made because kitsune aren't like a super niche thing either.
I actually did look into that. A lot of them just weren't. They didn't feel right. Like, I build my race. A lot of people, when they build races, they don't build them to be A, equal in strength and balance, and B, like, well built within the realm of D&D, or they're just written really badly.
See,
I
think the problem with a lot of them is that, like, they're either really overpowered or really underpowered.
Usually, yeah. And I make a big deal out of, like, if something actually looks good. I wrote this to be as professional looking as possible, to the point that you know those, like, little paper looking boxes in D&D, like, descriptions, like when you're looking at a character?
Yeah.
I added one of those to my thing. I have, like, those green pop-ups that when you're looking at the race. I'm gonna send you the link to it real quick, and I'm gonna let you, like, look at it.
I'm really excited because if we do this, we could also, like, I could make cute little Fuki PNGs for all of us of our, like,
oh my
our
god,
VTubers,
I will cry.
but, like, in D&D garb.
One of the things I mentioned is how excited I'm gonna be at the idea of seeing art of the campaign that you make, because I know for a fact you're gonna get, like, hyper fixated on it, and you're gonna be like, I need to draw this.
Yeah, it's gonna be so much fun. I love drawing, like, while I play D&D too. Like, that's 90% of what I do. That's why I got your commission done last night, is because I was playing D&D, and I draw while I play D&D.
Okay, thank you, Pumpkin.
Now, Lulu knows how bad my ideas can get for D&D in terms of balancing. Oh yeah, Frankie had an idea for your race too, Aqua. Huh?
Send them to me, because I'm the homebrew guy, please. You see? Okay, but Kiku, Kiku, wow.
Kiku?
Okay, I'm gonna reprocess my entire existence for a moment. Kiko, I sent you the link to the race page.
Yes.
And I don't know if it put in the specific name for the race, so I'm gonna send you that too. And then I'm gonna send you the name of my old account that I can't access anymore, and I'm super sad about it. Which means, so that was the old name of my account. That's the name of the race, and that's the page to find it.
Okay.
You don't have to mess with them right now, but like that's where it is. And you can see like exactly what I did to design this page and make it as accurate as possible.
Okay, I will for sure check that out. Just make sure to remind me, because I have exactly one brain cell.
I'm going to forget. You're sharing a brain cell with me right now.
Oh no, Looted. We share the brain cell.
Hopefully Mr. Husbandman reminds us, man.
Oh no, he doesn't have the brain cell either.
Oh god.
We have to find somebody with a brain cell.
Samara, can you do me a favor? I think the next D&D one you're gonna do is generic Deep Rock Galactic Dwarf. Go for it. I've heard a lot about Deep Rock Galactic, but I'm not actually familiar with it. So this is hide and shoot.
Hello! How are you? It's so good to see you! It's been so long! How are you? I have a spare one that isn't getting used if you need one.
What's a brain cell?
Yeah, I think we might have to borrow a brain cell.
I definitely don't have it.
I know! I'm good. I'm hoping hoping to get a shiny Komala, but I might have walked past one. They're kind of hard to see.
It's a sense. Ah.
$5 an hour for a rental? Deal. That's a steal for the brain cell.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'll have 2 to rub together.
They make a funny noise. They go squeeze, squeeze.
Like the pickles.
That's actually what I was thinking of, but
Yeah.
I didn't fully know the reference, so I just like referenced what I thought it was.
Immediately, as soon as you said that. It made me think
Again,
of
we
the
are
pickle
definitely
noise.
like.
Oh my god.
We
Were
got.
we twins in another life or something? Holy shit.
I think we might have been. I just keep finding these people where we bounce off each other extremely well, but then on occasion I find people like you where we're just immediately it's the same brain.
Yeah, no, we're inside of the same brain.
We are definitely sharing a space.
I'm like throwing the brain cell at the back of your head.
We're playing tennis with
Yeah.
ping pong, but our heads are the paddles.
Oh, I love ping pong.
I love ping pong, but I never get to play it.
I never get to play it either, and I'm really, really, really bad at it, but I love ping pong.
I'm actually pretty good at it because I was in tennis for a while. I
Oh.
got good enough to the point where I put spin on it. I 100% would like definitely pile drive you into the ground in ping pong.
Yeah, you make sure to add
No
the in
way.
ping pong at the end of that.
Definitely in ping pong. Nowhere else. No thanks. That one's married. I don't want it.
No, I wasn't allowed to play like a lot of sports growing up.
What? I was forced to play sports.
Oh, I have like loose joints and stuff, so I like if I were to play contact
remember
sports, it's extremely easy for like my joints to just, you know.
You
not
talked to me
be
about
where they
this because
are.
you can like pull your joints out of place and stuff. I
Yeah.
remember you telling me about this.
Yeah, so I wasn't able to do a lot. I did, however, play bowling. Like I did
Sounds fun.
bowling a lot. I was a state champion bowler.
Hell yeah.
But that's not as impressive as being good at something like ping pong or tennis.
I don't know. Tennis, I wasn't even good at tennis. I was one of the worst players on the team because they kept teaming me up with the guy who didn't want to play.
Built like a Lego. Ayo, I be falling apart like a bunch of Legos, alright.
When I die, I definitely...
Frankie found a keyboard that sounds like the Legos, like being put together in the Lego games.
That is so funny, you have no idea.
Yeah. It's a really satisfying
Actually, you probably have an
sound.
exactly idea.
Us inside the same
One
brain.
of the
You
things-
have no idea.
What?
What?
I spaced out. What are we talking about?
Oh, I was like, oh, us inside of the same brain. 2 minutes later, you have no idea.
You're right, my bad. Oh. My bad, I didn't mean it.
Ayo.
What hurt me? Oh wow. What am I doing? Help.
Hope.
Help. I'm just gonna throw together a wait, I'm gonna choose a wait, I can't do that on the screen or else you guys will see my files. I can't let you see this.
Show me your files.
Not my porn, please
Yoda
stay
death
back.
scream. I can't picture
Oh,
Yoda
that would
without...
hurt now.
I can't picture Yoda without picturing the scene in The Mandalorian where the dude just punches Grogu in the face. Because I was like flabbergasted when that happened.
Why is it black? Okay, it's fine. It's fine. My boy.
Why do
I
none
know
of
I need
these guys
to-
have pink logs? How's Pokemon
Oh,
going?
no, is
It's
it not on the
certainly
list? Oh, there it is.
going. I'm not finding any shinies apparently, but it's definitely going. How are you? How are you, little? Aqua's barking.
Keep barking. Get their attention, Aqua. I kind of want to make my character a singer.
Yeah? Yeah, you're gonna go.
I mean,
are you
that's-
thinking about Bard? Are you gonna go with Bard?
Well, I mean, Mr. Husbandman, I'm gonna stop calling him that here before long, but I'm letting the joke run its course. He suggested I play Bard, and I mean, he's the one who isn't he the one who basically said, "Hey, have Looted come"?
He basically brought it up to me, and he was like, "Do you think it'd be fun? You think you know people that would be interested in it?" And then we spitballed names back and forth, and we both agreed that you would probably be interested in it.
For sure. Bard charisma -4. I have a very high charisma. I did a test like forever ago that was supposed to be like a stat test. It's just
Not
based
bad.
on
Been
things that
doing
have
some
happened to
cleaning
you.
around the apartment. Got a bunch of stuff boxed up to take to the storage unit. Oh boy. Yippee! How much stuff you got? Why you got so much stuff? Does it go into the stuff place?
I'm gonna not put in one of the instruments. It's just gonna be a microphone.
It's really funny. The kitsune that I played was also a bard. Her name was Nyx.
Naturally. It makes sense because they're literally designed to be flirtatious, charismatic characters.
Yeah, no, that's
what
that
else
was
would
my
you
thought
play
process.
other than like all right, hang on. Checking the classes real quick. The only other classes that I think would make sense are maybe a druid because they like to shapeshift, or a paladin because kitsune are known for being protectors specifically. They're very known for being
yeah.
protectors, so they could make sense as a paladin.
That would be
Maybe
interesting.
I don't really see them as rangers. Rogue because fox mischief stealing. Sorcerers not really. Warlock not really. Wizard not really. Barbarian no.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
Cleric in the same reason as I'd say paladins.
I had an archer with -2 of everything but charisma. Literally missed a living cathedral 50 shots through my bow and it killed it.
Oh, it's so funny. Oh my god. By the way, Kiko, that's my
I played a ranger that that fucking bashed its face into a pillar to make a building fall instead of fighting an enemy.
God, that's funny. By the way, you're looking at my chat, not yours, and just so you're to make sure you're aware.
Oh no, it's popping up in my chat also. Samara Flame?
Is Samara copy pasting? Copy pasting. Are you cheating on me?
Ah! Yeah. Samara
No,
Flame's in
wait.
my chat too, yes.
Okay. God, I can't believe this. Samara.
Well,
You
I
have
have
multi-stream
multi-stream up.
I can't have multiple chats open because if I did, it would nuke my computer. My computer
there's all this
cannot
stuff.
handle doing anything. And you got deleted. Whoop.
What?
Nightbot comes with a vengeance.
Oh no. And moved in a ton of shit. We compromised, so I gotta move some stuff to the unit. Oh, your girlfriend moved in with you? Congratulations! That's so exciting!
Absolutely deception. If I wasn't taking deception, what kind of kitsune would I be? There we go. What ability bonuses were I giving these guys? They got proficiency in acrobatics and stealth.
How long
I
have you guys
built
been
it.
together now? Well over a year now.
Performance. And
I don't know. I'm still thinking, Looted. I'm still thinking about doing cleric for Kiko for the D&D run.
I mean, what else are you? The other option you were battling with was ranger or druid, right?
Yeah, I was thinking either ranger or druid. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Maritza. I think that's how you say it. Correct me if I'm
gonna
wrong.
I'm gonna be totally honest. The moment that you guys give me access to the player handbook, I'm going to be swishing my way into battle bards so fast it's not even funny.
Well, because my next problem if I pick cleric is if I want to go like battle cleric or if I want to go like healer cleric or if I want to do something else. I don't know.
I can look into the different bard stuff. Bards have healing spells,
Yes,
correct?
yes, bards can also be healers, but if you want to do like more battle stuff, I would totally understand, and I don't mind playing healer. Like I actually enjoy playing healer. That I typically do that in video games anyway.
Even if I was a battle bard, I would still have healing spells. But I
Right.
actually, one of the classes I'm least familiar with is bard. Because
Okay.
back when I was playing D&D, I was super obsessed with, like, I want to be very combat focused, but not combat focused as in I do a lot of damage. Combat focused as in I do a lot of funny battle stuff.
When I played a bard, I really liked to just use Thunder Wave a lot. That was
Be
it.
gone!
I was like, be gone, thought!
So strong. God.
And because Thunder Wave doesn't discriminate, it's like, if she breathes, she a thought.
It's the English or Spanish.
Oh no, a bard. Dragons, look out, you will be bred.
Oh god, if the campaign gets too far into that direction, I will definitely be a hard problem for
Donkey.
this campaign. I will be the donkey of this campaign. I'm gonna fuck. If I'm
Bro,
allowed, I would
Donkey
flirt
had
with so many
Riz.
NPCs.
Donkey had Riz. He was so locked in. Like how did he fuck a dragon? How did he
Not
have
only did he
children
do it
with a
once, he did it
dragon?
enough.
Yeah.
He did it enough times to reproduce.
Like
That is
multiple
not
times.
a one-time thing.
Multiple
That
times
is
over. Not even just like one offspring.
Yeah, no, that was a repetitive kind
Crazy
of action.
for that.
I mean, we respect him for that. If I'm allowed, I will absolutely be flirting with every NPC.
All I'm saying is Donkey has to be hung as fuck. Okay, have you ever seen a donkey? There's no way that anything he had was big enough for that dragon.
Hey, have you ever considered she's a small dragon? Come on.
Have you seen the dragon?
I mean, listen. I'm looking for one of the jokes I can make here that are appropriate. And I'm coming
Hey,
up
I'm
empty.
an 18 plus stream, it's fine.
I am too, but this is getting into dark.
I zoned out for a second, you said what now?
I'm 18 plus technically too. I've got like Flake as an exception. That's really about it.
What a terrible time to zone back in. I'm so sorry, Puppet.
People do like horses. I'm just saying. A lot of people like horses. Hi, Flake.
He had some good
Rebel.
bardic inspiration. He did, bro.
Oh, Donkey was 100%
No, he had
like a bard.
He had that funny guy Riz. He was able to make her laugh.
Oh shit, you're right. I didn't even think of that. Oh, you're so right.
He's a funny guy.
Gosh. Okay, ability. I'm not typing all that. Even though it's 3 words and I would have already been done, I'm gonna copy paste it anyways.
Just like me, for real, for real. Control C, Control
plus
V all the way.
2. This might be my two loves.
Why do none of you have a pink log? Ray!
Rip. Okay, so the Kitsune race is gonna get +2 charisma, +1 wisdom.
Okay. That feels
I
fair.
still want to run this through Frankie, but I'm gonna have this written down, like just to have as my own thing in the future, anyways. Which is why I'm just working on it. Give her that badge. Give her that baguette.
Baguette.
Is that what I'm reading?
Wee wee.
Why is it italicized? Stop this. Stop! Stop it! Ah! Where's the races? There you are. Oh, why do you have to make it so wordy? Why?
If D&D is anything, it's wordy.
God dang it. Your wisdom score increases by 1 and your charisma score increases by 2. Yes.
When I first started
Italicize
playing,
everything. No.
I would just read the paragraph of text and then just shorthand it on a flashcard because I got so sick of writing everything. Nah, that shit pisses me off. D&D has so many unnecessary words sometimes.
It do, but it funny. Excuse me. It do, but it funny.
Have I told you about the character that I'm currently playing in our D&D campaign with our friends?
I think maybe a little bit.
Did I tell you about the little Eladrin elf, April?
Yes, you
Yes.
did.
Okay, yes, she's a menace. She recently got, a headband that makes her intelligence score a 19.
Like sets it to 19
Yeah.
or sets the base score to 19?
Sets her base score to 19.
Oh, dear God.
And, so now she's just walking around town with her, mage hand, robbing everybody.
And she's really
And
smart.
she's
Oh,
really,
no.
really small, so nobody suspects anything. Except her party. Her party knows what she's doing.
Oh, no.
She's a problem child.
Oh, gosh darn it.
So far she's stolen
absolutely.
like 40,000 gold. She robbed a flower shop while the Goliath in her party was carrying her away from the shop. Like she used her mage hand to pick up the safe and then just like opened the safe as they were leaving. She's a terror and I love her.
Of course you did, Kiko. Of course you did. I'm here to monitor and inconvenience everything!
Yep.
steal from everyone.
Frankie,
No
you'll be
one is
like
safe.
describing a scene and it's like really important and plot relevant and there are like important characters and events happening and I'm like, can I rob them? I'm like, do they have anything in their pockets?
It's the most important thing.
It is. I have to get all the items.
Mm-hmm,
I can't miss anything.
Yes. Bard boy. My little bard man. So, okay, how is our rolled stats gonna work? Are we gonna, like...
What? Oh, are you at, like, so, rolling stats?
Or how are we gonna decide, like, what our stats are? Do we roll, or do we have to use the standard array, point by? What are we looking at?
So generally speaking, our rule is that you have to roll your stats with somebody else present. Because this is going to be online, what we'll probably do is share screens with each other and roll, like, with a die rolling website or app or something.
Mm-hmm. I refuse to use D&D Beyond's dice because it hates me.
Next room over. That's not a house rule. That's an official rule.
Oh, well.
How is it?
There you go.
Makes sense.
Exhausted.
Frankie just busted into my office to actually me.
I heard.
Well, yeah, I've been hearing you deliver a lot of incorrect information.
I once was the only neutral in a party of evils, and I still chose to capture a bug person and sell it to an armorer to reproduce and make more armor for me. Lol, my party was like, wow, at least we killed them, not enslave them. Oh my god. Frankie's character once tried to turn somebody into a human backpack.
No, a sand person backpack. That sounds racist. They were people made of sand. I want to make them into a backpack.
What?
I would have kept them alive.
Very, very important.
Yeah.
Archibald was going through something back then.
My character, in response to that, decided to kill him.
You didn't succeed.
She did not succeed.
God, that's so funny. Oh, God. Oh, that's so fucking funny. Oh. Fucking hell.
Oh, I thought I'd give you a little update as to where I'm at. Because it's ridiculous. So I realized that it would make more sense to have my camera little clamp thing on the side where the vent is. So that, because there's going to be a gap there regardless.
Yes.
So that required me to take my desk in half, and then I had to move a piece to another side. I unscrewed the big piece that I had to do, just to find out that there weren't screws on the other side. So then, I'm looking at it, and I'm looking at it, and I'm exasperated, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, I could have just taken the clamp off and put it on the other side, instead of doing all this.
You're so pretty, honey. Will you grab me a cup of water?
I don't work in construction.
I knew it was coming. Oh, I can sense it. I can feel it from a mile away. She's about asking for something.
I mean, couldn't you make them glass backpacks? No, he wanted to keep it alive while he did this.
That is just cruel.
Isn't it? Yeah, that's why my character was like, I think I'm gonna kill this guy.
Flake, while laughing once, told me that for an idea of ways she could traumatize people using my character was having some character turn me into a flesh trash can.
A what now?
Have them skin me
in response
and turn
to
me
that,
into a trash can.
In response to that, have you seen the movie Tusk?
No.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's on Netflix. That's all I'm gonna leave you with.
I'm scared.
You also left out that that wasn't even a D&D campaign.
Oh, that was Monster of the Week.
That was a heavily modded Monster of the Week campaign.
I zoned out for a moment. Did you say flush trash can? So Tusk
Yes.
is a movie about a man who gets captured by a crazy person who then takes his skin and sews him into a suit that turns him into a walrus and takes like pieces of his bones and makes like tusks and stuff. Turns him into
I think I've actually seen something
fleshy
about that
walrus.
before. That's so fucking weird. It's so cruel. Ugh. I don't think I could handle watching something like that. Gore is not for me.
Really?
I can't do gore. I'm not a gore guy. Gore is like
Really?
I couldn't watch Mortal Kombat finishers for like a long time.
Is it
yeah,
just like
no, I'm for
upsetting
it.
to you, or is it like does it make you
like-
sick?
It doesn't make me like vomit sick. It makes me uncomfortable sick.
Okay, so like it's just one of those things that it's just too uncomfortable for you.
I don't like gore. It makes me very like, oh, I don't like that. I think it's, my mother says I'm an empath. A lot of people agree. I think it might be one of those things where I see people in that kind of pain and I'm like, that's horrid. Why would you want this?
Gore is something I've seen too much about. Yeah, see, my mom is, well, she really likes true crime and scary shit. And so I grew up, like, from the age of 10, watching scary movies like A Nightmare on Elm Street and Silence of the Lambs and, like, Friday the 13th and Saw, and, like
I was not
very
allowed
young
to watch
age.
any of that.
Yeah, no, from a very young age, I watched those things with my mother. So, like, gore does not faze me in the slightest normally. There are a few body horror things that will get to me, but they are few and far between. Anything...
I was not allowed to play any shooting games because there was blood until I was about 15.
Really?
That's a reference for what I was allowed to do.
When I turned 13, my mom started letting me swear. like my mom was, like, the laid-back parent. Like, very much so.
Both of mine were strict in just completely different ways.
I'm a correctional officer, so... My older sister is a correctional officer. Well, I'm gone. It's your job now to market all the new people. Aqua's making all of the mods market people now. I am also very easily disturbed by gore and body horror. See, I'm not. It does not faze me. The only thing that ever really gets to me is anything pertaining to, like, nails or eyes or teeth.
Really?
Yeah, nails, eyes, and teeth, for some reason, like, really get to me. Like, there's something about it that just makes my skin crawl.
I mean, you have to do some pretty brutal gore for it to, like, genuinely bother me. But, like, I love body horror, though. Like, drawn body horror, I love that stuff, and I don't know why.
Oh, I mean, I can do, like, drawn stuff. It's in horror movies specifically. If there are scenes involving those parts of the body, they're usually really bad for me to watch.
It has to be pretty realistic for it to mess with me. Drawn gore usually doesn't bother me, but if it's really well done, I'll probably start being like, I don't like it.
See, like, I watched all of the Saw movies as, like, when I was, like, 12 and didn't bat an eye. I've seen, like, the Terrifier movies and laughed through them. But, like, there are, like, the Oculus movie, that movie made me cringe so fucking hard at the scene where I'm not gonna describe it on stream, but there's a scene with a nail. Dead Space scene flashbacks be strong. No, I don't deal with eyes. Yeah, no, eyes are awful. They're, like, anything to do with eyes, I can't, like, no.
You know those scenes of, like, people pushing in eyes and, like, killing them like that? No.
Yeah, like, anything like
Absolutely
that I can't
not.
do. Or, like, needles near eyes? No, absolutely
I do
not.
agree. Eye stuff is...
Yeah, no, that makes my stomach churn.
It doesn't make me churn. Again, it's just discomfort.
The eyes
makes me
scene for
maybe
Dead
feel a little
Space
sick.
is absolutely the worst. I don't think I've seen Dead Space, but there have been a lot of eyeball scenes in horror movies through the years that I have not loved. I'm a big horror enthusiast. I love horror movies. I love horror shows. I've recently gotten into reading horror books. I'm not as big into horror games. I'm trying to turn that around, but honestly, the style of horror games is usually what gets me. I just don't enjoy playing that kind of game. But I'm a really, really, really big horror movie fan.
I'm not a horror movie guy. It's just not my thing. I'm getting more into horror stuff, I will admit. I've been, like, craving a little bit more horror, like, games and just horror stuff in general.
Okay.
But before, like, probably before this year, you offered me horror and I went, no. I want nothing to do with it.
We should totally watch some horror movies together. I can recommend some really great ones.
I'm going to be miserable. Let's do it.
You won't be miserable. I promise you'll love them. I won't recommend ones that you won't like.
Shit.
Have you seen Scream?
I don't like any. So here's the thing. The way I got into all of these, like, horror movies and stuff. You know Dead Meat? Have you heard of Dead Meat?
I have not. What is that?
Dead Meat.
You and Scream again? No,
is a
Andrew, be
YouTuber?
quiet! You be quiet! You enjoyed that escapade. Admit it. You loved Scream. You would do it all over again.
So what I did was to watch horror movies in a way that I could handle originally and, like, build up my tolerance. There's this creator named Dead Meat on YouTube. And what he does is he goes through horror movies and on occasion, like, scary action movies, like thriller action movies, and counts out every single death and shows them on screen.
Okay.
And that is how I like built up a tolerance to it. But he also gives a pretty good description of the plot. All of the Scream movies I have watched through him.
So they're
So
all
I haven't
spoiled.
seen the actual movie, but I've seen like the snippets. However, it has been years and I don't remember it by heart.
I would say you still have to watch the movie because those okay. Scream, we're about to get into a rant of mine because Scream is a big special interest of mine. Like big I know everything about Scream. But that isn't why I specifically recommended that movie. It's because that movie is pretty like tolerable for people.
Pretty low tone.
Yeah, it's pretty easy, and it's also like very satirical and fun to watch.
That's what I got from it while watching the description and how they talked about it as well.
Yes, Scream is my favorite movie. Scream and The Princess Bride are my 2 favorite movies of all time.
If you can't find Scream, on Netflix there's a movie called There's Someone in Your House, which is a very good modern alternative.
Yeah, there's Someone Inside Your House is a very, very good movie on Netflix that is similar to Scream.
There's like straight up like streets named after Scream characters. It's very obviously
Scream is really, really cool though, because it basically saved horror as a genre back in the 90s when it came out. Scream came out in 1996.
It like reshaped the genre alongside like Alien and stuff.
Well, the thing is that Scream was a slasher that came out in the 90s. Slashers got ginormous. They blew up in the 80s because of Halloween.
I remember hearing about
slashers as a genre were completely dead by the 90s. They were filled with just rip-offs of Halloween. I mean, look at Michael Myers and look at Jason. There's no differences. There's really not.
They're the same basic character.
Friday the 13th, they've even admitted Friday the 13th is just a ripoff of Halloween. They were just riding on the coattails of that success. I know a lot of facts about Friday the 13th too. I would love to share with you. And Nightmare on Elm Street.
Rebel says Halloween is hers. Halloween is his.
And Halloween.
Don't compare my man to that mask, baby.
But anyway,
remaster. Ow.
Scream.
I see weed.
Scream satired the entire genre and turned it on its head. Like it completely revived it. Everyone was like blown away. And it was really cool because they drew people in with the idea of Drew Barrymore being the lead. They were like, oh yeah, it's a new Drew Barrymore movie. Drew Barrymore is definitely not the lead of that movie. I will tell you that.
Why am I being abused? Stop hitting me, please. I beg. Hi, Seaweed. Stop abusing me.
Can't remember where, but there was a piece of horror I read wherein I was involved to not go into nearly as much detail as they did, but it involved a very graphic and descriptive part where someone had to use their own fingers to remove their eyes to give to someone who was possessed so they could eat. That's awful. That does, however...
I did this...
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I said it first.
Okay. That does remind me of a scene in Saw where this girl has to get a key out from behind her eye, or maybe it's a guy, but someone has to dig out with a knife or their hand or something, a key from behind their eye, and it's awful, and I really can't watch that scene.
Funny you should mention that. I was literally going to bring up the Saw movies are another big one I watched through Dead Meat to try to get a tolerance because I knew how gory they were.
Saw is rough.
I could probably not actually watch Saw.
I have seen all of those movies multiple times over, but I will say for somebody who has a lower tolerance for gore, those are very rough movies.
Oh yeah. Rebel says that you have permission to drag him into VCs to watch Scream horror movies.
Ah! Yes! I love horror movies. I love watching horror movies. Scream is my favorite though. Oh, sounds like a classic corpse party. Yes, the scene where doesn't she dig out the eye with a spoon?
Isn't it
what
just
a
her
thing
hands?
to say. Oh, it might be. Thank you so much for the follow, Crazy Dragoon Mistress. Welcome. How are you? We're totally not talking about digging eyeballs out of heads.
Definitely not.
Yeah, no,
definitely
absolutely
not. We would
not.
never.
No, we're not gross degenerates like that.
No, I'm definitely not.
But no, yeah, the Saw
movies
like are for sure really, really rough. Especially Saw 10, where they were showing this guy's eyeballs get sucked out of his skull. Yeah, like vacuumed.
Bleh.
Yeah. More barking from Aqua. Also, Kiko, if you're shiny hunting, we can do some raids and get Herba Mystica if you're down. For sure, later I'd be down. I absolutely need to do some more raids soon. But yeah, no, Scream is like the best movie ever, and you should definitely watch it with me, Looted. We should have a watch party later.
I mean, I'm down. I have to work tomorrow.
So do I.
And like every day of the week. But I'd be down like Friday night, probably, after stream if you wanted.
Fuck yeah. Annoy my DMs as much as you want until we get into a horror movie night, I beg. Yes! Yes, yes, yes! We'll do one in my Discord for everyone, because I love horror movies. I absolutely love horror movies. I'm obsessed with them, and I love showing them to people.
I just like being in VCs or like in person
Thank you so much
talking
for
to
the
people
follow,
during
Rebellion!
movies. There's Rebel. Rebel is begging you to drag him along.
Absolutely. We'll do horror movie nights. It's gonna
Saw's
be so
more of
much
a shock.
fun.
In the words of like others, Saw is a torture porn.
Okay,
It's a torture porn.
Saw is, I would say yes, but if you've actually seen the movies, they actually have a really interesting plot.
Oh, they have a plot, but so does a lot of hentai.
I
This
can't do
doesn't save
horror
your point,
movies. I got
Kiko.
scarred as a kid. I accidentally got shown it when I was like 2 years old and had nightmares for months.
Oh my god.
I don't do well with clowns. I don't love clowns. From a movie called, I love Silence of the Lambs. My mom showed me that movie when I was like 10. Bro, I saw one movie on Saw. I was actually shaking. I've seen all of the Saw movies. I have them all on DVD. I think I have them on Blu-ray, actually. I can't watch
Crazy,
it
just
because
brought
of
up
that
D&D.
one
Or
scene
not D&D.
that triggers my phobia.
Blu-ray.
Which one? Which one? I don't like anything with spiders. Spiders are a big phobia of mine.
Really?
Yeah, I am terrified of spiders.
I don't have any
Absolutely terrified.
phobias, so to speak. I don't like some things. Honestly, the only movie to get you spooked was the the OG Grudge.
Ooh, yeah, that's spooky. I was
I'm
spooked
not
by that
familiar.
one when I was a kid, for sure, for sure.
Again, I'm a little baby when it comes to horror movies.
I-
I know none, and I have watched none.
A recommendation I will make for anybody who likes to be likes not supernatural but like realistic horror movies because they watch scary movies to be scared.
Sci-fi.
If you like tension and suspense and like to be absolutely on the edge of your seat, you need ambiance for it, but watch The Strangers.
Though that kind of movie, it sounds much more my style.
That movie is terrifying. Frankie and I watched
Mhm.
it in the dark, like with candles lit, and oh my fucking god. It's a home invasion movie. That movie scared the shit out of me. I love that movie now.
Pico was putting up wood boards on the
I
wall
was.
after that,
Well, 'cause,
walking
like,
on the doorways.
That movie, it's like, it's because it's, the idea is, that could really happen. It could happen to anyone, you know? It's so scary. It's so good. Speaking of demonic and haunting type movies, I think it was 2 days ago, or maybe it was yesterday, we just went with my mom and saw The Exorcism in theaters. Fucking garbage. Actual trash. Don't watch
It's like
it.
doing haunted hunting. I want to do haunted houses. I want to go into haunted houses
I
and
love
fuck
haunted
with
houses.
demons.
They're so
Kiko,
fun.
so help me God. So help me God. We will meet up. We will go to haunted houses and we
Absolutely.
will do ghost movies.
Yes!
Don't even test me. I will do it.
Yes!
So help me
I
God. I
love
will
scary
come up
shit.
there.
I love scary
Oh,
shit
I want
so much.
to so badly. I love messing with like sci-fi kind of stuff in real life.
Oh, Frankie
because-
loves sci-fi. Frankie loves
love
sci-fi.
sci-fi. Science fiction is absolutely my favorite archetype. I love science, and I love when they brew science into something that's just on the edge of belief, where it's like, this could happen. I can believe it. I love it.
Yeah, no, Frankie loves
Oh,
sci-fi
foaming
movies.
at the mouth.
I'm a
Foaming
big
at the mouth right there.
I like home invasion and like slasher movies, but that's because I like realistic, like really scary shit.
Mm-hmm.
I want to think about it and be like, that could happen, you know?
I love realism. I love realism in things, but like at the same time, realism is what actually scares me.
See, that's what I
So
like
it's very
though.
much-
I watch a scary
Mhm.
movie to be scared, you know?
I do that, but I'm also a bitch.
No, The Strangers
have
is so good, Looted. We're gonna watch that together.
You have to be there with me, or I will
Alright,
cry.
alright. I'll hold your hand through
I
it. It's
need-
okay.
If I'm watching horror movies, I need someone in VC at the very least that I
okay.
can just freak out.
It's okay, I'll hold your hand. That movie was genuinely scary.
No, get out my
though.
head.
Silence of the Lambs scarred my life. That movie is super creepy.
I thought that was a game.
Silence of the Lambs is a movie.
Hmm. And I'm not thinking of the cult game, either. I know that I
Well,
could have swore there was a game called Silence of the
there
Lamb.
probably is. There's a lot of like there's like TV shows and stuff. It's got its own like franchise basically now.
Ah, fair enough.
You know what scares me? Funny enough, is movies such as 47 Meter. Ooh, that shit is scary too, though. It's based on Hannibal Lecter, exactly, which is referenced in Scream. Scream makes a ton of horror movie references because it's like it's meant to be a satire for people who love horror. So it's really yeah, Scream. It has a ton of horror movie references. It's like it's basically like a love poem to horror movies.
Mr. Husbandman!
Ah, it's Frankie!
Hold on.
Hello, sir!
Oh, he's very quiet.
I don't know what's working, what's not.
He is extremely quiet.
He's very quiet.
Yeah, it's. I don't know what microphone is working. Hold on.
I can just turn
Just
you
next
up
to the
on my
holes
end.
in it with you. Most people quit at that point. Oh no. If they get physical with me, I cannot guarantee I won't just punch them.
Because I'm scared of the ocean. That's real, though. The ocean is terrifying.
Do I sound better now, or am I too loud?
Now you're a bit loud,
yeah,
I'd say.
Yeah, you're a little loud.
Why is Discord lagging so bad? Oh
It
my
doesn't like
goodness.
us.
It's my computer.
Ah,
My
fuck.
computer's a
There we go.
bunch of ass cheeks I bought from Walmart. How's that?
You know what's truly scary?
It's,
Scream is actually based on a real
about the
life
same.
serial killer.
Oh,
Fuck
well,
it.
hold on. I can't even.
No, you're
hear.
pretty good.
Scream is
It
so...
varies on
Oh,
your tone.
I love Scream. I love Scream so much. It's my favorite movie ever. When we watch
Oh my
Scream
God,
Looted, I'm gonna be so annoying. I'm sorry, but be prepared for me to interrupt the movie every 3 seconds with a fun fact.
I don't
Oh.
mind.
Oh my god, you are so loud, and you're
Me?
breaking up. No, everything's breaking up really bad because my computer sucks eggs.
Oh,
Are you
no.
opening anything other than the thing?
No, nothing. It's just that my computer sucks. I bought my computer from Walmart like 5 years ago.
4 years
Fair
ago,
enough.
and it was only like $600.
I can't even understand what you're saying because you sound like your voice is in a blender.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
All right, I need you. I'm gonna send you the thing with all of the D&D stuff that I wrote down. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna start this. I'm gonna preface this right now.
Mm-hmm.
I understand the enthusiasm. There are a lot of rules.
I made this specifically to be completely balanced in line with all of the default races.
I didn't hear a word you just said.
I made it the same power level as the other base races, like the basic elves.
When is your voice not in a blender? Why isn't his? Yeah, Frankie, why isn't your voice in a blender? Get with
Yeah,
the program.
Frankie.
Keep up.
Everybody needs to be nice to me.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir.
I'm the.
Don't call
Oh,
him
that's
sir.
what's
That'll give
making
him
it
a big
happen.
head.
No, I figured it out. I figured out why Blender is happening.
Why?
It's because
Why?
it's because I was trying to turn people down because everybody was Kiko was at 200%. So I opened the menu and that's when the Blender stuff started happening. Did you send it?
No, because I don't have you friended on Discord on my computer.
Wait, on your computer? What do you mean?
I have an alternate account for my mobile and for my computer.
Oh.
There's a lot of convenience that comes with it. Basically, I need you to friend me back. There you are. All right, here comes the spam.
Okay. Oh goodness.
And there is a small change I made. It's not to the actual build, but it's to the age, where they mature at 50 and they stop aging in their 20s. And that's about the only change I made. And immortality after death is more of a flavor thing than it is an actual mechanic.
Okay. I mean, there's a lot of class features that keep you from dying or make you age slower.
Yeah, like elves.
It's they live to 1,000, mature at 50, stop aging at 20. Their mature isn't physical maturity, it's like that's when you're considered an adult.
That's kind of how elves work.
So it's like a Saiyan aging style. No, the way the Saiyans work is once they hit
It's cute.
once
thank
they
you.
hit maturity, they half their aging speed.
Oh,
They don't
thank you,
stop
thank
it.
You, thank you.
They do continue getting older, but they're slowed to about half the speed of an average human. Which
There
is how
are-
they stay in like battle primed.
There is an official Fox stat block if you'd rather use that.
Oh, there is?
There is an official Fox stat block now?
Oh yeah, hell yeah, dude, yeah.
Alright, perfect.
If there's a thing, it's in D&D.
Just wait till you see what's in my party right now.
There's a
though.
lot of the information I
heck.
got. Not even a
What,
lot
your
of it,
party?
actually.
Hold on,
Specifically
I
the
have
Fox
to
stat block.
I have to lower her volume because she's screaming.
I might have to lower yours a little bit, admittedly, too.
She's a very loud woman.
I'm not that loud.
You're pretty loud.
No,
She's
I'm
energetic.
not. You see how he bullies
You're hurting
me?
her feelings.
You see how mean
you
he
say
is to me?
you say energetic because you're on a call with her. I've lived with her for 6 years.
You see how mean he is to me?
She's loud.
He's mean. He bullies me.
I can't believe you would bully her, Mr. Husband Man.
Yeah,
I can.
I thought you were
bully.
chill.
Nah, dude. When nobody's looking, she beats me with a phone book, Chicago style, so there's only bruises.
That's not true.
You can't
No,
prove
she
it.
would
There's no
definitely
bruises.
just bite you.
She does do that, and she pinches me a lot. She likes pinching.
Yeah, I can see that.
That is true.
She's broken skin and leaves bruises. She's very
She's
mean.
34. Yeah, it totally is. Let's be honest.
No, he goes
comments.
precious. Yeah, I'm just a baby.
You are not
When
a
did-
baby.
I'm
When
just
did
a
you
baby.
I will
make
support a
this?
lot. Huh?
When did you make this?
Literally this week.
Okay. Because I don't
That's
know
just
that.
a very basic outline. I'm going to make it a lot wordier, but this does contain all of the specific knowledge that would be needed for the race.
Oh, I'm just checking Sylvan because I'm pretty sure Sylvan isn't 5e. I'm pretty sure in 5e it's
Ah!
changed.
No,
I almost
Sylvan's a
reset
thing.
over it. There it is.
What are you
It
hunting?
spawned as I hit the menu to go picnic again.
Sylvan. Is it in 5e?
Let's fucking
That's probably
go. I got
I'm
shiny
almost
koala.
positive it's still a language.
Forgotten Realms. No, I don't believe it is. If it says Forgotten, so D&D wikis are really fucking all over the place.
I'm
Because they'll
talking about,
all.
like in Beyond.
Oh, you're using Beyond. Well, I can argue.
I'm using
with Beyond,
D&D Beyond.
so I can't argue with Beyond. Those are the rules.
I'm checking. I'm not for sure. I'm saying that's where I thought I last saw it.
Oh,
I'm
well,
still trying to
'cause-
find where to
Ah!
re-add it.
This Komala does not want to be my friend.
Are you hunting Komala? Gross.
Well, I just found Komala.
Wow.
So, okay, you have the alignment thing here.
Yes.
I will say that for this specific instance, that doesn't matter. I don't use alignment in my campaigns because I think it stunts character growth.
Alignment's
so.
just a general thing, usually for characters who like. It helps you get an idea of how you want the character to move. I think alignment was more of a flavor thing, anyways. I didn't know it was specific for campaigns.
No, yeah. So, like, a lot of the times with alignment, the way it's supposed to work is that if you act out of alignment, there will be punishments to your experience. But I don't use alignment because I think it makes people play their characters unrealistically.
Well, I'm just me at this point, so it's kind of hard to play out a character.
Right. Well, right. This
Sylvan's still a
instance.
thing, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm chaotic.
But the other reason I don't use it is because that implies the use of experience. Usually I use milestone leveling, so you guys will get like a level or two every time a big event happens, or after a big event rather.
I've never played D&D where they actually used an XP-based thing, or where
Ah.
alignment meant anything other than how you're
This
playing your
Komala,
character.
please.
I
Stay in
have
the
to
ball.
mute her. I have to mute my wife.
Wow, okay.
Wow, he just doesn't love me.
No,
I
it's
can't
that
believe this.
I can't focus on what Ludit is saying because you keep screaming about koalas, and you know
I
how
got
I
the
feel
crit
about
catch.
koalas.
I win.
We do have very different tones. She has a much higher tone, and I have a much lower tone, but they also, I feel like, have a similar, like, waviness to them
What should
Yeah.
I?
on, like, how we talk.
What should
So
I
it's
name
causing them
it?
to mesh and bounce very hard to understand.
Yeah, like a similar inflection.
What should I
Mhm.
name it?
Name it garbage because koalas are shit.
No!
Name him
Yeah.
Thomas.
Name him little fucking chicken breast brain.
Thomas?
Thomas.
I fought a SoundCloud rapper named Thomas when I was 18.
Name it Kiko because you are the Komala. No!
Samara, that does sound about right. Samara says, I think the alignment was there just to tell the DM how you are believe you were going to play. And it makes sense. Black to your archer character, you had actually a joke, no joke, killed more enemies with your bow than any of me.
Alright,
I
alright,
will-
alright.
oh,
We're
that's so
we're
funny.
union circling. You wanna set a code? You want me to set a code? What's that going? Let's see.
Who are you union circling with?
Crazy Dragoon Mistress. We're gonna do some raids for Herba Mystica.
That is an excellent name. That's up there with Negasonic Teenage Warhead. I will be right back. I'm gonna go bring my books over here and get a glass of water.
All right, bet.
Will you get
And
me
I
more
need to
water,
bring my
please?
chair over here
Will you give me some
because
more
I've
water,
been.
please?
Honey, I barely have my desk together. I have my mouse, my keyboard, my mic, my computer, and my monitor. That is all I have. I've been kneeling on the floor.
I don't know what that has to do with anything that I said.
It has to do with stuff like making me do stuff. Let me take a George W. Bush approach to life.
What does this even mean, man?
You know,
I'm not old enough to get references. Come on.
That's right. You're only 19, right?
I am a 19 little man.
Oh, I am old.
I'm only 160.
Okay.
Come on.
I am 25.
He wants
and
you
I
to throw
feel
a shoe at him.
I
Little
feel
thinks
every
I should
minute
throw
of
a
it.
shoe at you.
At me or at
Yeah.
Looted?
Yeah.
Not me. I've done nothing.
Yeah.
Little
No
said to
one
throw a
ever
shoe
attacked
at me? Tell Lil he's got little ears. Peace
You're
now
so
for a
mean to
second.
people. Wow.
You wanted a George W. Bush approach, you'll get one.
Hi.
So loud, I can hear him across the room.
Older than Delulu, younger than you both.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Like, no joke, it was so bad that the DM placed a curse on my arrows.
That's so funny.
Accuracy slightly more, but if it did, it would do an absolutely chaotic action law and probably end up one-shotting an enemy, but the chances were like 1% chance. I had a paladin
so
who
funny.
critted on like a 17 and could crit for like 300 damage.
Fuck that paladin.
I had a
My
character
warlock prince.
who I had claws, so I could stunning strike and sneak attack off the same moves. And then I almost took the fighter ability, or not the fighter ability. I almost took the feat
Ooh.
that gave me a bunch of like combat maneuvers. So I could like stunning strike, grab characters and yeet them if I really wanted to while sneak attacking them. And because they were stunned, I get advantage, which means I could sneak attack without having any party members near me. You can't change your color. It's because you're using multiply. It's hard.
Wanna
Did my
see
computer
fave
just
shiny
die?
starter? Sure. Ooh, Embor? I like Breaksin.
I love
Breaksin is my
Breaksin.
favorite.
Breaksin.
Breaksin is very cute. He's a cool little guy.
Breaksin.
Alright. We gonna do some raids? Is that what we're doing?
What am I doing?
I also have shiny Suicune. Very nice, very nice. I'm working on my shiny living dex.
Oh, I just thought of a really
Lead the
cool
way.
flavor I'm gonna
Oh
get to
boy.
do. I'm so excited.
Hey, that's me.
That's you.
I just
See, there's a raid
I just
over-
thought of
What? You thought of what?
I thought of a really fun thing, a flavor I'm gonna get to do because I'm not gonna have high AC, so I'm gonna get to use I'm gonna get to be using the mage armor, and I just thought of a really fun way I can flavor that. And I'm really excited. I'm not gonna say it yet because I don't want to spoil it, but I'm so excited.
You're like, I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but just know it's coming.
That's good. No, it's really cool, but I'm not gonna tell you. But it's so cool. You're not even ready. What was I even setting? Height or size? Where is size?
Beat
All
the
right.
rude ass Mudsdale over there.
Okay, I will tell you though. However, you're using D&D Beyond.
Yes.
D&D
That's a
Beyond is gonna
shiny
make you buy a
novel
lot
guy.
of books.
You guys have books. If you let me into a campaign with you, I'll automatically have access to all of those books
No,
if
I
you turn
told
on
you
sharing.
we had physical books.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
we
thought you
have
said you
physical
specifically
books.
don't. And the only
No.
books I really need are the one that has like a specific bard that I have or that I want.
You think
Anything
that,
else?
but no. In fact, you need all the books.
Why?
Because some of them, do you know what an errata is? Like in Yu-Gi-Oh?
Go into it a little bit. I might.
Basically, there are times when they'll release a book that kind of acts as like an update and will change things. So, like, when Monsters of the Multiverse came out, they changed Kenku's almost completely. Now they don't have to do mimicry anymore, but that's less fun, so we still do it anyway.
For
know
flavor,
you.
it's funny.
There's a lot of races that are locked behind books. Like, if you want to play an Owlin, you can just do that because it's literally just like a slightly changed Aarakocra. But if you wanted to know all the lore about Owlin, there isn't any. But you'd have to buy the Strixhaven book to know that.
So race-wise, I'm safe because I only have the one race that I need, and I'm
Right.
literally building it myself.
I have-
Class-wise, I'm a pre-existing class. Subclass, I might have to find.
What
I'd
do
have
you?
to look at.
can
I
pull
don't
up
know
the
just
info.
yet.
Hold
I've
on,
never.
I got you.
I'm actually not familiar with Bard subclasses. It's the only thing I'm not familiar is like Bard subclasses. All right, night night Aqua. Rest well.
Night night,
Thanks for stopping by.
Aqua.
Bye, Aqua.
Night night.
Good night.
Bar. Oh, I forgot this keyboard has a sticky R key. Bar.
He's got the hard R.
What's here? Was
Let's see.
was that a second belly bolt, Ryan? What the hell?
Okay. Let's see here, subclasses. So, do you know about multi-classing?
This
I
is
should explain that to you.
disrespectful.
I
Yeah.
These
do know
raids.
about multiclassing. The only way I might multiclass is into monk, specifically to get unarmored defense and like
So
some
I
fun
will-
melee damage. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. You would need a high wisdom skill for that to be efficient. just
That
so you
was
know.
actually so
I
fucking
do-
disrespectful.
But I'm probably gonna have high whiz just to commit to the whole kitsune bit.
Also, you
That's
could do
also
the same
native
thing with. You could also do the same thing with barbarian.
Yeah, but I don't like barbarian
Fuck you,
playstyles.
Walucha.
Rage is cool and all, but it doesn't make sense to how I'd play my character. Also,
Yeah,
the ability to use key points later on to do.
Ooh, this would be a decent one probably.
I think I'd put 3 levels at most into monk probably, just so I could spend key points. That's not even 3. That's level 2. Spend a
You
key
would-
point to be able to do bonus action, disengage, dash, stuff like that.
What is it? It's
You would need
bug type Weavile.
if you go to the 3rd level, you could get your subclass through monk too, just to get a little
That
bit.
is true,
extra.
but then that entices me to continue going higher into monk.
I'm currently working on a character for the next campaign that I'm not DMing. That's gonna take monk levels just because I want to have partially a JoJo stan for him, even though he's primarily a cleric druid. Let's see. I got bard subclasses pulled up. So it depends. Do you want to have fun or do you want to have fun and be good?
Primarily have fun. What do you mean by have fun and be good? Because I
Becau-
manage with a lot of stupid stuff, and I'm also basically support because I'm a bard, depending on how I play.
Well, so the reason I say that is because I believe that you can have fun with any class combination, any multi-class combination you want to do. However, there are meta picks that people swear by.
Oh, fuck meta.
There's literally a wizard subclass that allows you at the beginning of every day to roll 2d20, and you can just replace anybody's d20 roll with one of those numbers at any point
Let's
during the
lock
day.
and load. Oh, you want to go in without any extras?
A lot of
My
DMs.
thing,
Go ahead.
I mentioned before, like my little monk rogue
We
combo.
can do that.
Yeah.
That was not powerful in the slightest because I lost so many levels to monk because both of them scale
Oh, it
very
only
hard
level-
at higher
oh.
levels. And I
Mhm.
wasn't getting many levels for honor, or I was getting plenty of levels for like BSing with the opponents, but I wasn't actually getting a whole lot of OP levels. This is purely for the mechanic of I like having good defense. I hate wearing armor.
Why do you hate wearing armor?
I don't know. Usually it's because better armor has side effects where it's like low stealth. I really like my stealth. And also I just really like the image of just being dodgy as shit and you can never land strikes because I'm always moving. I love
will-
dodgy characters.
I will just let
Well, if you're dodgy,
But
you
you
don't
know,
really need the defense.
I
though.
do mainly. I like how she wasn't paying attention and chimed in just in time to interrupt me.
Yeah.
And but I don't mean dodge action. I mean dodgy as in like flavor. That's why
Yeah.
I'm not getting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that would more depend on your background. But we're talking about rogue monks. I have a guy who I've had in a few campaigns already who swears by rogue monks.
Rogue monks are fun and they could be really good. I bet if I took
Dumb.
like a swashbuckler rogue and I
Swash-
took a, let's say, swashbuckler rogue with any kind of monk that allows you to increase damage really well. Say like the elemental monk that lets you have like long range attacks and stuff like that, and then you find a way to sneak attack with that kind of stuff, that could be broken.
He did Way of Shadows monk with Soul Knife
Revile's my
rogue.
start.
Funny you
actually.
should mention that. That's exactly what my first monk rogue was.
Really?
But the,
Yeah, the
the
first one I did was
terrestrialization only
purely
works
for
off
flavor.
of the typing only works off of the terrestrialization type. So their
I
normal
gotta make her
typing
real
doesn't
quiet
actually
real quick.
factor into super
I gotta quiet
effectiveness,
her
whether
down. There you go, honey.
Terra-
My favorite
Yeah, he says that and then continues to talk over me, so then I have to mute him now.
My favorite type of like rogue, or my favorite rogue type is 100% Soul Knife. The last like 2 or 3 rogues I've played, and I have not played much D&D in my time. I've just played enough to be familiar. Have been Soul Knives because I love psychic damage because doesn't get nullified by any magic resistance, doesn't get nullified by any physical resistance, and flavoring to be literally whatever weapon I want. I love coming in with a fucking chair of a Soul Knife.
I think Sneasler.
You know,
bashing people over the head.
I think Sneasler might be
So-
Ice Steel.
What?
Is Sneasler Ice Steel, Frankie?
No, he's fighting poison.
Fighting poison? I don't know what fucking type that Pokemon is. I never used it. I don't
Why
know
do I
shit
know
about
what type it is then? You think I'm rolling around with a farty of Snick Sneasel?
I think she was talking to her chat. You're the one who interjected with the answer.
She's still wrong for not knowing. This
Okay.
is this is.
I don't give a
Innate
shit.
speed and speed.
I don't actually know. Let me look
I'm just
that
gonna
up.
set basic speed then. Oh, innate speed is like natural, it looks like, because I don't have an option to change the basics. No, I do. Never mind. I don't know. Never mind.
I mean, it might be that innate speed might be based on what your race speed is, and then it might because a lot of classes give you bonuses to movement speed.
I'll
No,
set
I'm
innate
gonna
speed
stick
just because worst case scenario it like acts weird and I change it.
Let's see. We got all the bard subclasses pulled up. You mentioned the chair thing.
The chair thing was a funny flavor bit that I could do with like having Soul Knife because Soul Knife doesn't technically have an official shape. It's whatever you flavor it to be. So one of my favorite things was making it like different weapons or items every time. I've beaten people with like a watch, I'm pretty sure, once.
Well, what I was gonna say, because with bard, you get to if you get to I think it's 6th level. I'm probably wrong. I think it might be 11th. You get to pick 3 spells, I think, from any other spell book.
Oh, intriguing.
Yeah, so you can get. Do you know what spiritual weapon is for clerics?
I am familiar with it, but wasn't spiritual weapon just imbuing a weapon with something, or was that like holy?
You just make a weapon, whatever you want it to be, and it does. I believe it does force damage. Let me look that up.
That's pretty funny, I will admit. My thing is, my biggest fear is like I'm very stingy about how I use stuff. So like having
Don't you
spell slots
dare.
is gonna be a thing with me,
I'll
with
kill
me
you.
trying to figure out what I'm willing to use and what I'm not.
Oh, and also you can summon it as a bonus action. But no, I get
That's
what you're
pretty
saying. Yeah,
I'm
and
very stingy about stuff. Soul Knife, that's why I like Soul Knife so much. Is infinite knife.
fair. Yeah, no, it's it floats around. You can grab it if you want. And it's damage die goes up at higher levels. Once you cast it at a 3rd level spell or higher, you can increase the damage die by 1d8 for every 2 slots above 2nd level.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the damage type? Where the hell is the damage type? Force damage, yeah. Target takes takes force damage equal to 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. Yeah, because like I had a bard actually, and the last campaign that I played in but didn't run, named Isaac, and he had a spiritual weapon that was just a scythe. But there's also I don't know how familiar you are with Critical Role.
I am a little familiar. I've seen a lot of their stuff, but I haven't watched much of their stuff.
Do you
Okay,
know
Rebel.
who Jester
Alright, let's do
is?
it. Fuck
I've
yeah.
heard of the character, not super familiar once again.
She uses a spiritual weapon, and hers is just a giant lollipop.
I love flavor in D&D. It's so funny. God.
But
One of my favorite ideas is like if I'm doing a ranged attack, I just reach in and I pull out a gun. It's just not something at all from like the world. It's fully outside of its world. Pull out like a
What?
Mark II ray gun.
D&D has guns.
Yeah, but imagine like pulling out a Mark II ray gun from Call of Duty Zombies.
I cast gun. Prepare to meet God.
All right, for
but-
my attack action, I use the ray gun. What do you mean?
Well, what I was looking at here, because you were talking about the flavor thing, and I think this would probably be the best way to do flavor in a way that actually would affect things.
That's normal, I think.
There's the College of Creation Bard, where you literally just get to make objects whenever you want. Once a day, I think it is.
I'm gonna pull up another tab and like look at all the bard subclasses, and I will look into that whenever I can. and
I would
probably during
recommend.
the stream.
I would recommend RPG Bot. They don't give you the outright like what the fuck's going on things, but they like have a ranking system as to how good things are, and it's a good way to like figure out what you want to actually spend more time looking more in depth into.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I usually look at what something actually does rather than just what it's good at. Because again, I'm not here to be OP or really powerful. I'm here for a fun character that meshes really well with the party and can be in combat.
fair enough. Trying to remember what kind of bard Isaac was. I can probably pull up his character sheet because he was really fun to play.
Oh god, now I'm thinking of counter charm. Counter charm would be really funny. Because imagine a character tries to flirt and then you just out flirt them.
Yeah.
God, I love it. This about a kitsune. This is gonna be really easy for me to play because it's just being in character, being me.
Isaac Mordenborough.
This one has the top 10 bard subclasses.
College of Glamour.
No, it's every bard class. So there's only 9 subclasses for bards, or is this just outdated? Holy shit! There's a College of Whispers that gives me psychic blades.
Fair.
Yeah, College of Whispers is really fun.
I might look into College of Whispers then, because psychic blades are funny.
Yeah, fair.
I want to do something in character, but I'd have to look into the classes to see if any of them would actually match up with what I'm looking at.
What you could do, since they both go off of charisma, if you wanted to, you could dip a little into Warlock. Yeah.
I thought of Warlock. Pact of the Blade could be fun, but again, I was really wanting to, if I was going to multi-class at all, I wanted to multi-class into Monk because I love unarmed damage, key points are awesome, and unarmed defense.
Right, you could do both.
I am a fox.
I could do both, but I'm losing a lot of levels out of Bard in the process.
I mean, how many levels do you need to go for Pact of the Blade?
Pact of the Blade, you have to get to at least 3, if I remember correctly, because it's a subclass, is it not?
Yeah. It's a subclass.
So it's level 3, if I remember correctly. Warlock might be one of the ones you only need level 2.
It is. Actually, you get your subclass at level 1.
Really?
But you get a Pact boot, which is different.
Pact
always
level
forget.
2.
Yeah.
I've never played
I
a
love
Warlock
sushi,
except a little bit
actually.
once.
There's this really
So I'm
good
not
sushi place
super
local where I
familiar with
live
Warlock.
that does buy one,
They're
get one,
fun.
like
My DM, when I
50%
played a
off,
Warlock, he let me use Eldritch
every
Blast like
Wednesday.
Bakugo to
It's
fly
awesome.
around.
That's really funny.
love
Did you have the
sushi.
thing that lets you knock things back?
No, I took Eldritch Spear so I could snipe dragons out of the sky. And Agonizing Blast.
Agonizing Blast allows you to do like additional damage, wasn't it?
It adds your charisma modifier to the damage.
Yeah.
That's what it does.
Shit. I
Yeah.
need that.
He's dead now, that character.
No.
That's the character that her paladin killed because he was gonna go off and try to make a lich using the ghost of Chevy Chase.
Don't do that.
See,
But he had
it was
his
valid.
pack weapon was this talking crown, named Paradigm, and he could just turn into whatever he ate, which her character in our current campaign is now in possession of this crown, even though it was locked away, but we blew up the box. You can get really creative with your packed weapons. You can make them stupid, if you want to. Or really anything that your hexblade is, you can just make it.
Hexblade?
No, your hexblade.
It's still
So-
called Hexblade.
So the way it works is that there's Pact of the Blade, which is a pact you can take with Warlock, but then for a subclass, there's Hexblade.
Oh, right. Those are separate.
Right, but Hexblade allows you to use your charisma modifier for your attacks.
Rather than using like a strength modifier.
Yeah, or your dex or anything
Oh,
like
that was another thing I really liked about Monk. Being able to use defense for all like weapons, for all like attacks, rather than having to use strength. Because I don't like having. It's not that I don't like having strength. It's just I never usually play something that needs strength. So being able to shift everything towards dexterity, which I like having high dex anyways, was very appealing to me. It was also Wiz, I think. It was between dex and Wiz.
Yeah, wisdom is what you use all your key stuff for, and then all your
Attacks are dex.
yeah. Well, because they're proficient in finesse weapons, which are mostly dex.
And martial weapons.
Yes, and martial weapons. Which, fun fact, guns are considered martial weapons. Most of
I think I knew that, and it's so funny.
Another fun fact. Do you know about feats? That's a little.
Yes, I actually
okay.
love feats. Feats is something I got into very quickly. I adore feats.
Did you know that crossbow expert works if you just throw the crossbow?
What's crossbow expert?
I don't know the
Ooh, I got an
exact
ability
wording.
castle.
Let me pull it
No
up.
Urban Mystica though.
Crossbow expert.
Hiko, how are you doing, by the way?
I'm doing good. We're doing some raids over here.
All right, I don't want to like I want to make sure you're aware. You're not like invalidated just because I'm talking to your husband.
So thanks to extensive practice with the crossbow, you gain the following benefits. You ignore the loading quality of crossbows with which you are proficient. Being within 5 feet of a hostile creature doesn't impose disadvantage on your ranged attack rolls.
So it's
When
like
you
Gunmaster.
When you use the attack action, the attack with a one-handed weapon, you can use a bonus action to attack with a hand crossbow you are holding, but it doesn't say specifically that you have to fire it. So you can just throw
You
it.
can you could throw it. You could throw the crossbow.
Yeah, you can throw the crossbow, and it works the same.
Really funny. I mean,
There's
I
a-
guess technically, yeah.
There's a lot of little in and out quirks like that. Like
Mhm.
there's I think it's either Druid, it's either Circle of Stars Druid or Twilight Cleric that allows you to like fly but walking, if that makes sense. And it's the only way that you can fall prone in the sky.
Ooh.
And when that happens,
Where
you
are
don't
you?
fall. You're just on your ass in the sky.
Like one of the superheroes that fly.
Yeah, but like you're just kind of sitting there, and because you're prone and you're in the sky, it makes it way harder for enemies to hit you.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't being prone technically impose like disadvantage on attacks against you?
I believe
for
so.
sure.
I never run into prone as often as you might think.
Prone's not very common at all because when someone says they crouch, it's not usually considered prone.
Okay.
Yeah. Conditions of the creature, blah blah blah, resolve class, blah blah blah, as well
What the
as
hell
blah
is
blah.
going on here?
Prone is a condition kind of small.
That was very glitchy.
Yeah, it's just like okay. But yeah, I will let you know ahead of time. I don't typically like
Let me,
all my campaigns are written. I never use mods or anything like that.
Go
Mhm.
back here.
And most of my shit is homebrew. So you're gonna get really busted shit, but then fight really hard
Alright,
shit.
let's try this again.
Sounds cool. I'm very excited for like the interactions between characters too.
Yes. I don't know if she told you, but you guys won't really need to since you guys will kind of be playing yourselves. But I do a lot of voices for D&D.
I absolutely am going to do voices if I had voices to do. I love doing voices for characters. For me, it's going to be, I'm trying to be very expressive. Like, I'm going to try to explain how I operate physically. Like, my movements physically is something I want to try to do very much. Like, my little, like, nervous habits where it's like, I'll just be like, oh yeah, my character's now, like, fiddling with something.
Yeah.
Or they're kind of, like, spacing out. I think stuff like that, giving more physical expression to the character would be very fun since we're already playing ourselves.
That is something that a lot of people struggle with. A lot of people kind of focus on being in character, and when they do that, it does kind of lose the
When we're at a
what are
when
you
we're at
doing
a
physically.
when we're at a table, usually I'll like physically just do whatever my character's doing as long as it's like simple and basic.
Yeah.
But like, since I can't really do that as my model, facial expressions I'll try to do my best. But it's hard to get those more specific faces. And if
No,
my
yeah.
character's gonna cry, I will probably
no, it's
cry.
not coming up.
That is usually my goal with these things. Is I will try to make you guys cry at some
don't think-
point.
Oh, I
I don't
100%
think that
want
this one's
to.
gonna
I'm a
show up
good
for
actor,
me.
quote unquote. So if my character's supposed to be crying for a scene, like based on the character, I'm gonna try to cry for the scene and like actually physically cry, which I'm
Like-
usually pretty good
Yeah.
at.
Like I know you guys are probably like, oh, it's gonna be a fun little
Oh,
VTuber D&D
bummer.
adventure. Yes, but also
Bummer.
shit's gonna get hard. Shit's gonna suck sometimes. People are gonna die, and you're gonna be real mad about it.
Yes.
Who's all
That's
joining
pretty
us?
pussy.
Because I am
That is
So
unclear.
so
far, the only confirmed
Alright,
players are
well,
me,
Thank you
Kiko,
for playing some raids
Sume,
with
as far
me.
as I'm aware, and
Okay.
Aqua.
Let's see.
I have not spoken to Sume in a while.
I speak to Sume pretty regularly.
I will.
I haven't
leave
spoken to him
now,
since Power World
so
was
you can go
out.
get your stuff done.
But thank you for
I
the
should
raid.
hit him up then. I don't have
You can definitely
Aqua
do
on
more later.
Discord, I
For
don't
sure, for
think.
sure.
I should add them. You said Aqua is doing it, yes? Hello?
Ah, little thank
Sorry,
you for the
someone
Jello
walked into my room. I'm doing a small
Kiko.
conversation. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Thank you,
I
thank
thought like my
you.
microphone cut off because everything went silent.
Alright, let's see. What do I have for outbreaks now? I
let's see.
have
'Cause
Choodle,
I'm
which
sure
I already
Aqua's
have.
said something in Kiko's Discord recently.
Yeah, sorry. My mom walked in. She was asking me what kind of ice cream I wanted because they're making an ice cream run.
Flaffy, Komala.
Oh.
But what were you saying? Sorry.
I just was reconfirming that Aqua is in fact participating.
As far as I'm aware, all these people that are mentioned are definitely playing. And if we need a fifth player, I have a couple people I could go to.
I know I need Hoot Hoot.
I just needed at least 2 other people besides Kiko.
Yeah, I think 4 is a pretty reasonable number.
Yeah.
My worry that 5 would be a bit much, especially with like really high energy characters such as me and Kiko. I don't know about Aqua, but it seems like Aqua and Sume tend to be more low pass, where they're like calmer, more like indifferent to things, I want to say. Not in a bad way, but they seem to be on the calmer side, whereas me and Kiko are definitely over the top sometimes. We're very
Yeah.
high
I
energy.
am not.
get what you mean.
I'm not
Yeah,
over
you're
the
right,
top.
Kiko. You're right, you are never over the top.
I've never been over the top before. I can't believe you would say that about me.
Absolutely, I'm so sorry that I ever misrepresented you as your little fox. Oh my god, the way she draws like fox characters is something I adore. I've already told her this, but like, you know how like important body expression, body language is?
Hmm.
She properly draws how ears operate on body language. That makes me so happy.
She's been doing it a long time.
I know. I love it though. It makes me so happy because like I always get frustrated when I see people's arts of their character, and like it's this character who's like terrified for their life, and the ears are perked straight up. It's like, this isn't how it works. If they're terrified, they fold backwards, down, flat like a cat.
Yeah. No,
Please.
she I don't think we were together, but she did spend one summer where she just like studied anatomy and like everything. And
I need to study anatomy as well, but I already know body language pretty well.
I mean, because she's been doing digital since 2020.
Yeah,
I started digital art like Christmas.
I got a Wacom in 2020.
You got a what?
A
A
Wacom
Wacom.
tablet.
You got a whack off?
A Wacom.
You got a whack 'em?
A Wacom Cintiq.
I don't know what a whack-om is.
They're like
And that's not
fancy
me trying to
drawing
make fun of it,
tablets.
that's just me trying to pronounce it, I promise.
Yeah, no, they're like a fancy drawing tablet.
The one that just sits on her desk and collects dust now.
Yeah, I never use
She doesn't
it.
use it?
No.
No, she has an iPad now.
Oh,
I like my
come on.
iPad.
I have a drawing
I like
pad.
my iPad way more.
I have a drawing pad. It doesn't have a screen, it's just a pad.
Yeah,
But
I
I
have
use
one
that
of
for all of
those.
my drawings.
I have one of those too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't use that. I haven't used that in probably 10 years, but
Mhm.
I have one still.
Kiko has very jelly art. Excuse me. That's
Yeah.
that's the way I've always described it. I don't know if she's talked to you about how I describe things or specifically art, but what I end up doing for a lot of people's art is I will give it a description relating it to like a food item.
Yeah.
Jelly, sorry, not jelly. Kiko's art tends to be very jelly, like textured in my opinion, like gelatin.
Like the Jello
like-
Kiko on my head.
Yeah, like Jello Kiko kind of, or like spread jelly. And because of her lighter and redder color schemes, I tend to lean towards like strawberry. But she's proved that she can do other colors as well and work really well with them. Because the art I just commissioned turned out beautiful, and it was much more like blackberry kind of color. It felt more like
Yeah.
blackberry jelly.
You-
I described this before, and she tried accusing me of having synesthesia.
what is that?
Synesthesia is where you have you hear the name Kevin and you think of the word, and you think of the color green. Or you touch something rough and you think of the word, and you think of like, and you think of, or you touch something rough and you taste a color. Or not a color, you taste a specific flavor. It's one or more different associations between your senses, basically.
No, I get that. That makes sense.
One of the ones that was popular is hearing colors. That was one of the ones that is known. You hear a noise and you think a color.
That's like
Yeah.
when you see Mr. Krabs' legs and you hear the noise.
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah.
That one's more of a trained response because you're so adapted to when you see this image, you hear this noise. Your brain tries to fill in the gaps, assuming it's just not hearing it.
That's
But
like
it
an
is a similar
association
idea.
game.
No, I
In
get
the
what
same way of like, if you can train someone to where if I open a pack of mints, and every time I open this pack of mints, I give you a mint, you're going to get adapted to the point to where if I open a pack of mints, your mouth starts watering because you're so adapted to having mints, your body's trying to like prepare for the mint.
Yeah, you'll be
Or tell you
expecting
that
a
you need the mint.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not even a conscious thing, it's a subconscious thing. You're not like physically like, okay, it's time for a mint. Your body knows, or at least believes that it knows, that when that noise goes off, you are going to get a mint.
I've been
There's a whole
listening
study
to
on
you.
it.
I promise. I just need you to know that I'm very concerned about the number of tabs you have open.
Oh, this is, you want to know the best part? I have an entire second set of tabs, and best part, I'm using every single one of these tabs currently. All
How
of
the
these tabs
fuck?
are actually being used, and I can describe every single one of them. First one, my actual character. I go in here periodically, see if it updated, and make sure all of the stuff that I'm setting up is working
Oh my
properly.
god, the size
Tab
difference
2
between these hoot. Oh my god, one of them
The
is so
second tab
small.
is the actual homebrew itself. The third tab is all of the racial traits for my previous race that I built, the Vulps, which are basically Fox Tabaxi with a few different abilities. I can't access it myself. The next tab is the Tiefling traits, which I'm using to make sure I'm ordering all of the traits properly. The Halflings are the same thing, except a different race to try to see association between how the order should operate. This is how I make sure everything looks professional and acts properly. The next one is the entire race list in case I need to pop into any other races, but I don't have a specific one in mind, to see like how they might change.
No, it's just a joke. It's just a prank.
Another one is Polymorph, because I was looking into the Polymorph spell to see if maybe that was a spell I could add on to the list of abilities they got. However, looking into Tieflings, or the way Tieflings operated, and Triton, which is another page I have open, they don't usually get access to a 4th level spell. The way the spell spread usually work, if a race is built in to have a spell, such as Tieflings and Triton, you get a cantrip
Leave me
at
alone.
level 1.
What the hell?
At level 3, you get a 1st level spell, and at level 5, you get a 5th level spell. All of them are one use, I believe, per long rest. It is a long rest. You get to once per long rest use these abilities. So I was looking to Polymorph, because Shapeshifter, to see if that was another spell I might be able to give them access to, but it's 4th level, so I didn't. But I did keep it open because I still wanted to look into it. I searched up Flame, because I was trying to figure out the name of the spell that you get to use that allows you to produce flame. I couldn't remember at the time. Triton, because I needed another race that I was looking into to associate for my race to make sure I was doing it right. Kitsune, this is someone else's Kitsune race that they made. I was looking into it to see any ideas I might want to use to do anything, and to make sure I didn't miss any ideas. So far, no. One of the things I noticed was tail by level rather than tails by flavor. I thought that was a pretty cool idea that I might want to use, and then I looked into the shape changer thing, because one of the things that I was trying to figure out is how I would make the shape-shifting aspect, but I figured out the best way to do that is just to give them, what's it called? Alter Self. Giving them Alter Self at 5th level, because it's a 2nd level spell, would have been a perfect way to lean into the whole shape-changing thing without giving them Polymorph. The next tab is actual Kitsune lore and information, to make sure that way whenever I'm wording things for the general descriptions, I can make it as accurate as possible. The next page is the Bard subclasses for me to look into, and the last page is more Bard subclass information on the one that you were telling me. I've got all these different tabs.
Okay.
I'm using all of them. And then I have an entire second set of tabs, which are my actual tabs. They're my personal tabs.
There we go.
There's too many tabs.
It is a lot of tabs. And I do keep them organized, but I need all of these right now because I'm doing a project.
That would give me anxiety. That's
This
so many
project.
tabs. I can't have more than like 3.
It would give me anxiety. I was the same way, except I'm actively using all of these tabs as we speak. I don't need the flame tab anymore. And although I don't need the Triton tab or this Kitsune tab, I'm keeping them open just in case.
That's fair.
Do you have physical dice?
I do own physical dice.
Okay.
I have a couple sets, but they're all scattered about. I only know exactly where one set is, maybe 2.
Okay.
I keep all of mine in a box.
Yeah.
I like to jiggle it around sometimes and listen to them.
I've got mine in a bag and another set in a box. My favorite is in a bag though.
Oh, I
it's in a
gotta
red
stop.
bag
I
and it's
gotta
got red and blue dice.
I gotta stop
She
killing
used to
them.
keep. She used to keep them in the back of a cat bug plushie.
I actually have giant dice too inside of a box. It's like a carved box. It's so cool. And the dice are weighted against you.
Ooh.
And it sucks. Who's calling me? Why is my little brother calling me? I will take this call real quick, sorry.
No problem.
I'm gonna take a break really quick. I'll be right back. Be right back.
back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back.
You know,
Yeah.
the books are more for convenience. Did you end up showing Aqua the plasmoids?
I messaged him about it. I don't think he got back to me saying like he looked at it, but he did say he was going to look at it in his own time.
Okay.
I mean, Aqua's in like a very different time zone from us too, so you know,
Mhm.
just keep that in mind.
Oh, that reminds me. What day works for everybody to do this in time?
Any day of the week after about like 5 o'clock.
Okay, because I can change my availability if need be. Right now I have basically the only day I have guaranteed off is Tuesdays.
My weekends are very hit or miss because on the weekends I like to get sent around to see family.
Oh?
Yeah, my mother and dad are not together, very much not together, and I visit my father on the weekends. I tend to do it every other weekend, but I've been there like the last 2 or 3 weekends almost, and I didn't go this weekend, but I had to go see him today.
Oh. Me and my family, we don't talk.
I'm not old enough to get that kind of power.
Aren't you 19?
Yes, but I'm also in college and have no way of affording a living away if I wanted to.
Oh.
Additionally, I'm restricted by a free college system where I'm not allowed to leave the state.
Oh. I moved out at 17.
Yeah, I'm
From
got
my
it at 17.
Well, I moved out at 15 technically, and then stuff happened, and then I officially moved out on my own at 17. I never graduated either or anything like that.
With the current state of the world, it's not reasonable for me to try to move out into my own home. That will lead to me very quickly losing a lot.
Oh no, I lost a lot. Yeah, no, like I that was the hardest part of my life probably. But
I would more than likely be led into homelessness unless I lived with friends. And up until like this year, I didn't have friends, so I've never really even had the ability to consider that.
I mean, you're not wrong. I've been there. I've literally had to stay in the shelter before. But also, I'm old.
You're only 25. You're not that old.
You make me feel old, Looted. You make me feel.
How do I make you feel old?
Because you're 6 years. I was in the 1st grade when you were born.
Man, this is nothing new to me. I've had friends from both sides of the age gap for a while. I don't think I've ever made
Zarl,
like
hello,
close friends with
how are
anyone my
you?
age. Also,
It's good
Rebel,
to
I
see
know I'm keeping you
you.
in mind.
25 is old now. Apparently, according to my husband, it is.
My bones are rickety. I can't run or jump anymore.
Glad I'm turning 35 this year. I don't feel like it. I don't even feel like 35 is really, like, old.
It's
Maybe
I'm
he's
not,
just kind of a
Like the
jerk.
border.
I'm not saying it's old. I'm saying it's old for me.
According to my
Well, yes,
genetics,
it's-
I'm gonna be immortal.
It's the oldest you've ever been.
Every moment is the oldest you've ever been.
Exactly.
Shut up right now.
I love you too, Rebel.
I'm
Genetically,
gonna reserve
though-
my patch at the cemetery. I already got one foot in the grave. No, Zarl!
I can feel my cells aging and decaying.
I can feel my bones creaking.
I actually have a BS genetic trait that I inherited from my great-great-grandmother, and it skips a generation, but she was like 101 and still walked around on her own, didn't look like decrepit or super
Thank
old,
you so
had
much
no,
for the
like
subs.
almost
Thank
no
you so
dementia,
much.
went to the bathroom on her own with no help. She was
Thank you guys so much.
unbothered by being old. She just kind
My-
of died one day, so apparently Kitsune BS DNA runs in my
gosh.
family.
Thank
My
you
grandma,
guys.
my grandmother, my great grandmother, my grandfather's mother.
Mhm.
She lived to be 111 on my mom's side, but she did say that the last 11 years were the worst years of her life.
Mine lived to 101, and then she kind of died from blood cancer. Kind of popped up
Oh.
out of nowhere.
Damn, that's crazy.
See,
Living
see,
that
I'm
old.
in a weird little cross section of really old like people genetics that'll live for a century, and then on my dad's side it's like, hey, if you don't have a heart attack by the time you're 40, you're gonna have one when you're 60.
Pokemon, the
And
game in
that's
which
gonna
you
be it,
discuss
champ.
mortality. Yeah, no, for real. Honestly, the
So-
episode where the Charmander's flame almost goes out, when I watched that as a kid, I was like, man.
For real.
See, okay, I take everything in the Pokedex with a grain of salt because you have to keep in mind that it's written by 10-year-olds.
Well, that's like an episode of Pokemon. That's the episode where Ash gets his Charmander.
It was an official episode of the original Pokemon.
Yeah.
that
episode's
only has 2
traumatized
adults in
me.
it.
I'm glad we
Well,
all
Ash has been an
agree.
adult for like a while.
I'm glad that
He
we can
wasn't
all
an
agree
adult
on
then.
this, that episode was traumatizing.
That was the olden days. That was when Ash was a wee boy.
Oh, Damien!
Yeah, nowadays
I
he's
remember
30,
the main
but also
villain's voice. Still, yes,
12.
Damien!
Still a wee boy.
He was an asshole.
Like, I remember watching the
Charmander.
premiere of the black and white anime, and the narrator be like, here's Ash Ketchum, he's 10 years old. And I'm like, you gotta be shitting me.
I remember being a kid and thinking that 10 years old was old enough to go out in the world and catch Pokemon.
I don't
Like,
even
on your
think...
own. And now I look back and I'm like, 10 is not old enough to be wandering the world on your own.
The majority of Pokemon protagonists aren't even 10. The first one isn't even. Red's 11 in the first game.
I have the 3 starter Pokemon episodes on VHS. I have the original... I have the entire first season on VHS.
For mechanical reasons, the character's going to revert to their humanoid form upon being knocked down. But if this was accurate, you would just like you would be knocked out if you were fox-sized.
Fair enough.
Fox-sized.
Yeah, so one of the mechanics this race is going to get, which you're going to need to know this because you're going to have the race supposedly,
Right.
you can become a fox once per long rest. And I'm debating increasing that depending on if the Mr. DM man here would let me.
Oh,
Make
so
it,
he's
like,
been
one
upgraded
times-
from... Wait, he's been upgraded from Mr. Husbandman to Mr. DM Man?
No, I just bounce back and forth constantly between which one he is, but currently he's DM specifically is the power he holds here. But once per long rest, becoming a fox,
Cat boy,
the thing that
X
makes
Puppy.
it really
This
good
is
is that it
Deluded.
doesn't
He's
have a
my
time
friend.
limit.
He's
You
also
do not
streaming if you'd like
have
to
a
check him
time
out.
limit,
He
and
is
that's what makes it really good. Because
Deluded
druids have a time
_VT
limit,
on
polymorph has a
Twitch.
time. No, well, yeah, polymorph has a time limit. True polymorph doesn't. So the thing that makes this really good is once per long rest for as long as you want.
You could do it, let me look at the fox stat block. Because you could do it like how druids work, where it's like a different pool of HP, and then once you get knocked out of it, you just revert back to your normal
They
form.
do. That is what they're going to be doing.
Oh, okay. I see.
That is what they're going to be doing. The problem is that it's once per long or once per short rest.
Well, I would allow... What I think makes sense, and a lot of races do this with their abilities, is you could increase the amounts as you level your character.
My thing is, tieflings don't get additional uses of Hellish Rebuke as they gain levels, though. It's not like times their proficiency bonus. It is once per long rest. And then the same applies to Triton with their spell abilities is like once per long rest. However, neither of these guys have an ability where it's like unique. Halflings, on the other hand, have the ability to... Where is it?
This is like the third time I've hunted this Pokemon, and it's just not happening for me.
Halflings have Lucky.
Yes. Yes, they do.
It's different than I thought it was. Oh, thank you for the follow, Zarlbarl, I think is how you say that. Zarlbarl?
Let's
They
see.
actually, it's an infinite use as far as
It
it's
took me a
read.
minute
When you
to
roll a
figure out
1 on
it
the
was
d20
diluted
for an
and not
attack roll,
diluted.
ability check, or saving throw, you
That
can
happened to
reroll the
Frankie
die and
too.
must
He
use the
was-
new roll. Is
he
that
thought
infinite
it was
use?
spell diluted for a long time.
I think it's every long rest. I think it resets in a long rest.
It doesn't say that.
The stupid thing about that is that if you take,
Don't think you grouse. Oh, well then how dare you? Can't
If
believe
you-
you did this to me.
if you take, variant human, you can take that as a feat to start.
The actual... You only accept insults? Yeah, how fucking dare you give me a follow, God.
Huh?
But so I thanked them for the follow and they get don't thank me gross. I only accept insults.
Oh, Zarl. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this is yours?
Yeah.
Hi Zarl, I can't believe you fucking came over here. Go back to Kiko. I don't want you here.
You're talking about the halfling lucky feat?
The halfling, it's not a feat, it's a trait.
Oh wait, are they different things? Have they been different things this whole fucking time?
Apparently, yes. The lucky feat is completely different. You get, I
Luck
think
points.
it's luck. Yeah, you get luck points. I think it's 3, and 3 per long rest that you can re-roll any dice roll.
There's another feat. That's
Halfling trait
similar.
is lucky. When you roll a 1 on a d20 for an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw, you can re-roll the die and must use the new roll.
Yes, I knew that. But
So
there's
that's
another...
infinite use, which makes me more or less hesitant to maybe give Kitsune a bit more uses on turning into a fox.
Like I said, I think going with level would be fine. Like you would increase it at like 3rd and 7th, and
We could do
whatever,
1
yeah.
times proficiency bonus, or 1 plus proficiency bonus.
that would work. Yeah, proficiency bonus would be a great way to do it.
Or I could have it match
Oh,
up with the amount of
man.
tails the character have, which with this other page that I mentioned before, tails based on levels. At level 1 you have 1, level 3 you have 2,
This
level
is-
6 you have 3, level 9 you have 4, at level 12 you have 5, at 14 you have 6, at 16 you have
This is an
7, and at
interesting
18 you
hybrid
have
of
8, and then at
discussing
level
D&D
20 you
while
have
Pokemon
9.
happens
So
in
every
the background. I know, right?
so it goes in 2 levels, in 3 levels,
Listen,
in
I'm just
3
trying to
levels,
get my
in 3
shiny guys,
levels, every
alright?
3 levels
That's too
after
many
level
tails.
3.
All the tails.
Except
oh, you
for
want tails?
level
I like tails.
No, actually, it just goes 3, 3, 3, and then 2, 2, 2. It's weird.
I mean, that I don't know.
These guys
It's
keep looking
strange.
shiny. I can't fucking tell.
It goes up by 2, and then up by 3, up by 3, up by 3, up by 2, up by 2, up by 2, up by
They
2.
got caught like indoors and fences.
Huh.
But we could have it to where the usages are directly correlating to the tails.
I'd be
Zarl
fine
says
with
that's
that.
too many tails. We're gonna get caught indoors.
We're also shapeshifters, so we can, I think flavor-wise, you can just shift the size.
Yeah, you can just hide the tails.
I think the rules, I don't think this is an actual rule, but I think like a rule for Kitsune is they could always just have like 1 tail.
Right.
Like you always have to have 1 tail, I think would be cool. But I don't, oh shit, I need that. I don't have to think of that because this character doesn't have the ability to just remove all their tails.
Right.
So now I have to edit the limited usage to make it real iffy. Fuck. I think it follows proficiency bonus for the most part, though. I don't know.
I can pull up the proficiency bonus
Ah,
chart.
Cryo,
Can you-
hello,
I can
how
pull it
are
up too, hang
you?
on.
It is Pokemon's
You have enough
time.
tabs already.
I already got a shiny Komala
Well, I'm also
today,
just gonna
but now
close
we're going for
this
shiny
one right
Hoot
after I-
Hoot, so
Check.
fingers crossed. But this is like my 3rd time hunting shiny Hoot Hoot,
I don't
and
keep-
it never works out for me.
Tabs
so.
open if I, or not necessarily. Won't even deal with the tails you sign up for, wimp. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you one to fucking talk? How many tails do you have, asshole?
Man,
Yeah, if I'm
Looted, that
told to
was
be mean to someone, I
aggressive, my
will.
guy.
If I'm told that they want me to be mean to them, I will
You got
be
me
mean to
shaking
them.
in my boots.
I'm never mean to people either, so it's very like out of character, but also very easy for me. So the way proficiency bonus looks like is it's 2.
What's up? I freaking got a shiny
no, that's
Starly in
monsters.
Legends Arceus the other day. I was stoked. That's
Your
fucking
proficiency
awesome.
bonus.
Staraptor is one of my
What the fuck
favorite
proficiency-
Pokemon
okay.
of all time.
I didn't
Legends Arceus is
specify
such a fucking
D&D.
fun game too.
No, that's
No,
D&D.
but
They
I
have
didn't
so
try to
much
morph out of what I
fun.
signed up for. Sorry, I was
It was so
born this
refreshing
way.
compared to like
No,
all the
you were
other
looking
Switch
at,
games that were
you're
just
looking
kind of
at
bleh,
for,
except this one was really fun too.
Non-player characters. That's what that chart was.
I see.
Yeah.
Anyway, congrats on the Starly. That's fucking
Mm-hmm.
sick.
I like the silence that immediately followed with me being pissed. It was really funny to me.
Oh, relatively new DM. I've been doing DMing for 6 years.
I wasn't hooked at
It's
Starly
very
release,
time-consuming
but
and very
playing
tiring.
Damn it, I'm hooked.
How much of this stuff do you steal? How much do you
Have you
create?
finished it yet?
I've created everything myself except for
I'm in the process of going through and doing all of the side
the tail by
quests
level
and,
system
like,
that this person
catching
made.
all of the Pokemon and finishing my decks. I want to try and get a shiny charm for it because I don't know. I feel like it'd be
And-
funny, even though it's like ridiculously tedious.
I
in
think I
that
kind of
game.
tapped into this, but this was less inspired by this and more just how Kitsune are known for. So the only thing I think that was inspired / taken from this person is the tail by level system, and I'm not even probably copying this outright. I might change it up. Everything else is completely original by me, based on actual Kitsune lore. I've done my research.
You've done your research.
I've done my research.
Well, wait.
Actually, I've done my research, says
Aren't
Lucid.
don't kitsunes get tails based on their age?
It's
Most of
usually
the
based
time,
on, like,
or
wisdom.
so the way it works, wisdom is in relation to their age. However, there are two ways a kitsune get their tail. The number one is through age, typically every 100 years, and if one is cut off, it'll take either 100 years or 50 years to cut off. When a kitsune is born, they're actually stuck as a fox for the first 50 years or 100 years, it varies based on the story, before they actually learn how to shapeshift and become a humanoid form. Another thing is that they gain tails typically every 100 years, but that is, and the wisdom thing is in relation. But
I
they
had
can
to
also
stop
gain
and
it based
see
on their
Hunting's
strength,
Girl if
because
I'm gonna
usually
play
over
some
those
games,
100 years
but
you're
the
getting
look on
stronger.
Hunting's
So
you got this.
technically, if you
Thanks so much for
speed ran
dropping
getting more
in. Have a good
powerful,
dinner.
you could get your tails early,
Thank you, thank you.
just based on like what I've researched. Fair enough, Sarl.
I just realized how tired I am. Oh, wow.
Also,
Yeah.
for this,
You're gonna go sleep like a little baby. You're gonna sleep
This
at,
is
at 10
homebrew.
o'clock like a little baby man.
I gotta
This
be
is
up
homebrew?
at 8.
but this is my homebrew. I'm the one who made this. This is an old account of mine. So this is my homebrew that I created that I'm snatching from.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Volps race that I was talking about earlier.
Yeah. I know, I remember you told
That
me about it.
I'm telling Zarl.
Oh, I see.
Mhm.
Alright,
I'm thinking about making your guys's, like, I don't know, I haven't put
Wow, this game
A
is being so
whole lot
fucking glitchy.
into this yet because I wasn't sure what was happening. I have some stuff figured out. I have to do map drawing. I need to finish the map that I have for our other campaign first, though. But because I don't know if she told you, but we run D&D on Saturdays with our flesh friends.
Our
I'm
flesh
aware
friends?
because
Ah!
I keep communicating with her and she'll be like, I'm at D&D. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, I finally found the proficiency bonus thing. You have a +2 at first, second, third, and fourth level, at least as a bard.
They're
Is
all
it
the
different for other
same.
classes? Okay.
No, they're all the same.
And then at 5th level, at 6th level, 7th level, and 8th level, it's a +3. At 9th level, 9th through 12th level, it's a +4. And from 13th through 16th, it's a +5. And then 17th and up is 6. You hear me the first time, Fox? Oh, well then maybe try responding in a way that makes me think you give a shit.
I accidentally ran into a hoot that's not shiny.
The betrayal.
Rude.
I think proficiency. Well, wait. What is the maximum wild shapes a druid gets? I know it's infinite.
It's
But-
20, I think. It would be 20 based on their level, but I don't know when it becomes infinite. It might be at level 18.
It's at level 20, I think.
Is it at level 20? I think
I'm-
at level 20 they get... Don't they get to like recycle a use? I'm checking right now as we speak, so I'm looking for it. Yeah, at 20th level you get wild shape unlimited number of times. Additionally, you can ignore verbal and somatic components of your druid spells, as well as material components that lack a cost and aren't consumed by a spell.
Oh,
And you get that in
reminds
both
me.
normal and wild shape.
That reminds me. You guys aren't gonna have to worry about material components unless it's like a resurrection spell or something that like she last night when we played, she casted Find Familiar and that costed the gold that it would take. But like resurrection
Money
spells
based
required.
its cost.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna allow you guys to cast resurrection for free.
I do agree that like a lot of components are kind of bullshit. You don't. I mean, it makes sense in world, but I don't think many DMs hold up to this. Is this still the Kitsune
Well, it's
build?
just-
Did you
it's-
build it off druidic stuff? The Kitsune, for the most part, is its own thing. I am inspiring the fox shape kind of off druids, but more so just off a general polymorph ideal. No, this is the druid table. And I was letting here specifically to look for when they get infinite wild shapes. The wild shapes amount is... Where the fuck is it? Your druid level determines the beast you can transform into. I'm really not seeing how many times... Oh, you can use this feature twice. At level 2? it looks like. Or level
Yeah.
1.
Yeah, because I know that the way it works is that
Ooh,
for Circle of the
almost ran into
Moon,
that
they
guy.
have to expend 2 wild shapes to get their elemental forms.
From what it looks like, you don't get more than
Jesus
2?
freaking
That
nerds.
sounds right.
What do you mean?
Really?
Yeah, that sounds right.
You're the
Wow,
nerd.
no, I feel like they did get more, though.
Yeah, twice before you need a short or long rest.
It was reset on a short rest, yeah. I could have swore you could get more. Maybe that might be Druid or Circle of the Moon. Maybe specifically Moon could get more, because
Circle
I
of the
think the
Moon
only
is
Druids I've played is
busted.
Moon. Moon is very good. I'm familiar with that, and I barely played Druid. I know Moon was really good. I'll have it 1+ proficiency bonus.
that guy
No, I want to
shiny?
make it
He's not
tail, but
shiny.
whatever.
Yeah, you get combat wild shape as a bonus action.
You saw the foxes chat,
Circle
you'd see him nerding out
forms.
with them.
Dangerous animals.
That's fair,
primal
that's
strike,
fair.
Elemental wild shape. 1,000 forms.
D&D be bringing out the nerd in everybody.
Mhm.
The shiny math rocks.
I like funny math rock.
They go
Okay.
click clack.
So I've got to go through and add the limited use. Change the limited use every time they hit a new level. 6, it's 3. That's not the right number.
Do you know
Hopefully
what,
this works properly.
do you know what
Do I know
background
what?
you're
Do you
taking?
play D&D at all?
I
Floating
don't-
Head? I do. I play with my husband.
Since you guys aren't going to be providing... Because I thought you guys had digital books. Since you don't have the digital books and I can't snatch anything from those books, I'm going to have to look into it. More than likely one of the starter races, unless I decide that I want something from another book. But off the bat, I don't have a specific plan now.
Okay, because yeah.
I
you
mean,
get a lot
any of the
proficiency
information in the
bonus.
books you can find via Google.
Yeah, but he's using Beyond, honey.
Oh.
I am using Beyond, but I can't have a sheet of paper if I need.
I mean,
Have Kiko and Sunglasses Guy made a map out of rice? What?
we just use like Google Docs to make our character
and-
sheets.
Yeah, I have a blank character sheet that I can send you if you want.
Nah, I'll stick to Beyond, and I can just BS anything I need extra. I appreciate it, though.
Yeah, no problem. Also, no, I make my maps out of D6s.
Born and raised in the D6.
Oh yeah.
I was molded by it.
I already
What
got
level would you think-
D6s.
What level do you think we'll start at? Level 1? Or
2.
like a
We'll
higher
start at
level?
2.
2,
2.
okay.
Yep. I like to
Do I want to
2.
start off... what level do bards get bardic inspiration? Is it level 2?
It's pretty early.
I think it might be. It's very early because it's one of like
I
the
know it's
cornerstones of
early.
the class.
I know it's early, but I'm debating if I want to start off multi-classed in Monk, or if I want to fully commit to Bard and then eventually go into Monk.
I would
That's totally fair.
fully commit right off the bat.
I
you
want
get-
to, especially if I don't get Bardic Inspiration until level 2.
You get it at first level.
Oh, then I might just do both, just so I can be very hard to hit
However,
and
you do
be able
get,
to like multi-class.
You do get Jack of Trades at second level.
That is true.
See, only recently started using Aurora. Up until very
How
recently, I
long?
used the
How long do we
fillable
plan for this
5e
camp to go? Like
PDF.
how long between levels do you
That's
think?
fair. We have those printed out for.
It's hard to
in-person
say. I don't
sessions.
have anything written down yet.
Mhm.
Typically, what's been happening in my more recent campaigns is that you guys will kind of speed your way to like 6th or 8th level, and then there'll be like a long pause between your level ups of you guys trying to do shit and figure shit out.
If that's the case, I'll probably start off split and just like mostly lean into Bard if we're gonna be quickly gaining levels.
Yeah. Basically, like you like aim for like 6th, 7th, 8th level, and then it's gonna like really like right now our party on Saturdays is I think you guys are level 6, right, or level 8. Honey.
What?
Miss Kiko,
What? What?
What level are you guys right now?
I don't know, like 5, I think.
You're not level 5. I know you're not level 5 because you're never an odd number.
Honest question, Bug. How often do you end up playing Pokemon while these two go into in-depth
where
D&D
I have
tangents?
her
This is
character
actually
sheet
the
in a
first
Google
time this
Doc.
has happened. But I should be expecting it more often,
April,
I
right
think.
there.
because
Do
they
keep
seem
in
to
mind, these
really
do
get
reset on
along.
a short rest. Do you think I should switch it to resetting on a long rest if they're going to increase over levels?
Yes.
I figured,
Yeah.
because, like, if they can if I can get up to 9 free, like, wild shapes into a fox, and I can still use my I can still use, like, spells and stuff, like my class features, similar to Drew. Maybe I shouldn't let you use class stuff.
Wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. Hey! Her. I can't say her real name. Kiko.
What?
You haven't leveled your character yet.
Yes, we did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, we did.
No, you didn't, because it still says level 4 here.
Oh. Crazy.
Damn, that's wild, she says.
That's crazy. And I'm still overpowered. I'm still broken.
I'm gonna
still be
impale my
winning.
head with a railroad spike.
You're gonna what?
What I just said.
I didn't hear it, that's why I got confused.
I'm going to impale my head with a railroad spike.
That's what I thought it
Railroad
was. I have a lot of loose railroad spikes, but I'm afraid I can't let you have any of them because your wife would be very
You sound
pissed
so
with me
invested.
if I was
am
an assistant with your
very
death.
invested. April's my favorite character.
I need to look at. Hold on. Where is?
That sounds
oh, wow.
sarcastic, but it's true. What is your class? She is a rogue. She's
Where-
very silly.
Is his level? Why is his level not listed? 8? Why does it say 8? Aiden, what did you do, Aiden? Aiden, what am I looking at, Aiden? What is this mess,
What
Aiden?
is- Frankie, what is April again? What is she specifically?
She like her class or her race?
Her class. I know she's an
She's an arcane trickster.
arcane trickster. That's
Oh,
the one.
tricksters are fun.
Yeah, she's silly.
I love having a little pocket dimension.
I can't believe you haven't done any of this. Why do you insist on frustrating me?
It's just really easy, to be honest.
Well, you shouldn't do it.
Okay, I'm back
Because
from foods and Dex cleanup.
you've
I'm only
been
missing 3 until shiny charm. Very nice, very nice.
you've been doing your money, but nothing else. Are all your items here?
Yeah. I tried playing a rogue, but I didn't understand how finesse worked at the time, so I didn't have a good time with it. I really should try a rogue again. They're fun.
You misspelled
Rogues are good.
paradigm.
They're fun. They're really fun.
Hey, it's me, rogue entrepreneur here. Fucking low. I don't think I haven't played a rogue in a long time. Every character I play at least has like a little pinch of rogue in it.
It's because
This is
gonna
be the first character where I have no intent of playing any rogue, but it's playing the other half of my love, monks. I always take something that gives me like unarmored defense just so I don't have to like deal with disadvantages of armor, and I really love the image of being hard to hit. I've always been spry, I've always been like really hard to hit. That's been how I work. So it matches me as a person, which is why it's translating to character.
I'm really excited to play cleric again because I haven't played cleric since my my second D&D character.
I'm very new to bard, so we're gonna see how that goes too.
I was like, does this class suck or is it just me? It was just me. You're so real for that because nobody, when you first start playing D&D, everyone to themselves is like, does this class suck or is it just me?
I don't know. When I first played rogue, when I first played rogue, I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was very weakened by the fact that you have to be near allies or have advantage to do sneak attack, though, considering how pivotal sneak attack is to your damage.
Yeah.
That's why Swashbuckler is so good.
I know,
love
I
being a
just
damage
recently,
sponge.
not recently, about a year ago, found out about Swashbuckler and was like, holy shit, not
haven't
only do I
played a
get
tank
free sneak
before,
attack, I can
but,
run away
I
for
did
free,
play a,
disengage
like,
for
really
free.
insane paladin
Take half damage
for
from
a little
everything?
while.
Yeah. It's the
Arrow.
And then,
most
like,
annoying thing ever for a
She
DM.
was really fun.
Take that one
I took
ability that
levels
allows
in
you to
fighter
walk to
for
that as
her
soon as they
too.
leave your space, you can
She's
like
cool.
as soon as someone leaves your space, you like to get to do a free attack action as a reaction.
Yeah.
I think it's Polearm Master.
Might be.
And
I
I
need
don't
to
know if
read
that
the
counts when
beats.
you walk out of their range though.
Honey, do you want me to just level you up right now since I have it in front of me?
Sure.
Are you just taking rogue levels?
Yeah, for now.
Okay. Then in that case, when are you doing spells then?
You can leave spells to me for later, and I'll pick them.
Okay, and if you have, I don't think you get any.
I don't think so.
You don't even know what I was gonna say.
Did you
Maybe she
make sure that
does.
none of the stuff got added? Because Big T did do the level up. He might not have just added the level to the, like, paper. Like, the number.
Let me see. Is that when you took distort value?
I think so.
Okay, then it might just be the number never got changed.
Well, make sure everything else lines up first.
Yeah, it'll make me do all the hard work for your character.
You're the one
you know?
complaining about it, so yeah.
Because you're not doing it right.
I didn't seem too bothered by it, so I...
A 9th strength. Mm-hmm. You were neutering yourself. I've had a lot of people try to neuter me. I understand the pain.
I'm neutered.
What?
That's
Are
the
you?
question. Yes.
Oh.
They don't call it that for humans, but
No. No kits. What is this?
she said I don't want any, and I'm like, okay, let's make that happen.
I mean, fair enough.
I don't like children.
I don't either.
Like, I know when I was younger, but then I got spite power initiated, and I really want to make a better kid than my parents.
I was like, yeah, let's have kids, and then she was like, no, and I was like, all right, and I got the surgery, and I was like, wow, I feel like, why would I ever want kids?
Yeah. Now you see kids being annoying, and you're like, wow.
Yeah, we were at the pool the other day, and somebody brought their children, and I was like, I wish my vasectomy made it so that nobody could have kids.
Hey, listen, I still want children. Come on, lay off.
Everybody but you, you can have them.
Oh,
Yay.
just looted.
All the other
can
ones
have
gotta
them.
go.
Just looted.
Just looted.
I'm the
I'm
the main
squeamish in general.
character of that
That's
one
so
movie.
fair.
Who's like that one movie where there's like only one male on the Earth, and
I'm
the planet is only
trans, and
females.
you're
and
so
it's, like,
valid.
reproduce with
You're
all
so
of them.
real for that.
I don't know if that's a movie or just an
honestly.
anime plot, but it was really funny as an idea. I gotta stretch.
No, yeah, you guys did do it right because you have Uncanny Dodge, which would have gotten at 5th level. He just didn't change the number.
Okay.
Is Uncanny Dodge
When I
5th
started
level?
looking up the
God.
process
Yep.
for bottom surgery, I had to
I'm so
stop
used to being
looking
high
at
enough level, I didn't even realize how high of a level.
Yeah, that's fair. It can be hard to read for people. That happens if I look up any surgery. That's fair.
Honey, you're playing a bar or a cleric.
Yeah. I haven't
I
played
was
a
gonna say you
cleric
should-
since Althea.
I was gonna say you should play a blood hunter just because it'd be funny.
No.
Aiden seems like he's having a lot of fun playing a blood hunter.
He's just having fun doing the accent.
Does Aqua know what he'll be playing
Um,
class-wise?
I don't know. Aqua went to Eeps already, so no idea.
Oh man.
More than likely, yeah. I don't. Well, Aqua and I talk, but like minimally.
Really? I talk to Aqua
I
pretty
barely-
frequently.
Aqua and I are like, man wants a whole litter, yes. Aqua and I are like not very close. We met not super long ago, and it's usually just the friend thing I do where I check in and I'm like, hey, how you doing? How's life? All right, time to not talk to you again for another week. With Aqua, it's more consistent than a week. It's every few days. But like, if I don't know you very well and you don't make attempts to reach out with me, I will usually only message you like once a week if I want to keep contact with you or I feel comfortable bugging you.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then like, if you, the more often and quick you respond to me, the more often and quick I'm gonna bother you.
I get that. I have friends from when I started networking with YouTube that I like talk to very sparingly now. Not because of like any ill will towards them, but it's just like, I don't know. We were supposed to do stuff. Nothing really ever came of it, except for one collab.
That's
And,
why Sume and I, we talk kind of sparsely, but it's more so like, I'm trying to say this in a way that's not mean because it's not supposed to be mean.
It's okay. I'm not judging.
Sume's very sparse about responses, I'd say. Sume's very like,
I don't know. Sume used to be more active. Like, I don't know. I feel like I used to talk to Sume way more than I do now. Like, I
if
don't really talk to him as much anymore.
he feels very like short with his messages, I feel like, and it's hard for us to like get into a conversation, so we
I think
don't
he's
talk a
just
whole
busy.
lot. I've
He's a
honestly
busy
gotten
guy.
I've gotten to know Lotus better than I've gotten to know Sume.
Really? I have not
Yeah, no.
spoken to Lotus one-on-one at all, I don't think.
Lotus, I did that thing where I unintentionally
Spooky-
slash intentionally cause someone to open up so I can
Hello,
support them, and then we end up
Just
getting
come out
close
and say
that
it,
way.
look, you think YouTubers are gross?
Oh.
Ah, he is a YouTuber.
I'm really good at causing people to open up to me, telling me their life stories, their depressions, and their pains, and then I like support them and become friends.
Yeah, I mean, this is the first time we've ever been on a voice call before, and you already know that I can't have children, so
Yep.
yeah.
I've just figured that was something you tell everyone.
He does.
Well, yeah, I mean, I like people to be in the know. Like, you know, like a lot of people nowadays are like, huh, should I get one? I don't know. What's it like? And I'm like, well, here I am to tell you the tale of what it's like to have your nutsack cut open.
I definitely won't get that specifically
Just
because
catching
I'm
legendary
very
Pokemon.
intent on children.
That's fun
And I'm-
stuff.
I mean, that's fair, but you never know after that.
You never know what it'd be like.
Well,
And
yeah,
after children, maybe.
yeah, like a lot of people are like, all right, I've had mine, and then they're done. They
I
don't
don't know
want
why
no more.
Kung Fu has a bad
One of
name
my
for
biggest
Simon,
fears
though.
is that
I don't know.
I quote unquote have children and then I get it and then it turns out the kids aren't mine.
I don't like Kung Fu.
Well, that-
Infidelity is like my greatest fear.
That
I think that's the right word.
the best way to prevent that is to just find a person that won't do that to you.
I fully agree. However, people are damn good liars.
That's true.
There are some wild people. I met a guy who literally I met a guy. I wasn't like a fan of this guy at all, but he literally was with a girl who had a boyfriend and he goes, "You want to have sex?" And she goes, probably not." He's like, "I mean, but she was like, "No, I mean, I have a boyfriend." He goes, "I mean, he doesn't have to know." That's literally all he says and she goes, "All right."
I'm a
Like
terrible
what?
liar. I can't lie for shit.
I'm
She's
an
a very
extremely
bad
good liar.
No,
Ish.
I am a fucking awful liar.
I'm a bad liar, but I'm a good fibber, if that makes sense.
No, you're not.
You can
You're
do
such a-
small stuff, but you can't do
No.
major stuff.
What was the one thing about the factory? It wasn't the thing about the golden coins with the eggs. There was something else I convinced you of that was true, that wasn't true.
Yeah, I
You
get
found
this,
out
Arlo.
later.
Hi, Satan.
Did you say hi, Satan?
Frankie's mean.
Yes, Satan's one of my viewers.
He likes
Oh.
to bully.
It's actually his son.
What did you say, honey?
Frankie's mean. He likes to bully.
I'm good at it.
I'll
That's not something
playfully
you
bully
should
you.
be good at.
Well, I grew up with 3 older stepbrothers that all hated me.
Joke's on you, Kung Fu. I bought 300 Ultra Balls.
I'll playfully like bap at people, and that's where the part of where the word bap comes from. But I'll playfully bap at people, but I'll never be aggressive at someone, like even playfully if they don't do it back usually.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Like,
I'm very much treat me how you want me to treat you.
yes. Like, I have different relationships with all my friends in the sense of, like, we can bullshit and whatever, but, like, I know that there are friends that will get hurt if I insult them, and there's other ones that'll just insult me back if I do, and it doesn't matter.
Which I think that's how it should be. Especially with children. This is something I'm really frustrated about. Parents who treat all their children the same and expect them to do the same things. Motherfucker, these are different people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that really irks me. I hate how people treat kids like they're not, like, people.
Oh my, I'm aware. Believe me, I'm very aware. I have had controlling / strict parents.
See,
I understand fully.
Yeah, my
I
mom
had a
was super laid
full-
back.
I had a full ricochet of, like, my mom was, like, very protective, never let me, like, out of the yard, very, like, on top of shit. And then she met my stepdad, and then she was like, I don't give a shit about this kid no more. He can do whatever he wants. But also, if
I
he
had
does
that,
something
except-
that I don't think he should, he's gonna get his ass beat.
I had one of those, except they never grew out of that stage fully. And now that I'm like 18, I'm getting the. Now that I'm past 18, I'm allowed to do things.
No, we don't need to get into it on a stream. We can talk about it a different time.
Wait,
'cause
with
that
the
is
whip
not something
lore,
that-
I gotta know, what does he think of the "What are you doing, stepbro" meme? Ask Zarl.
Me?
Yeah, you.
It's a meme?
Yeah.
What are you doing, Step? It's a meme based on actual videos.
Yeah, I know. I've just...
Frankie prefers more niche porn memes.
My favorite is definitely, Pissing All By Yourself Handsome. I love that one. I say that to her all the time.
I was gonna make that my go live notification. I
You
think
so
I
should.
really think I should.
I like that you're just leaning into the garbage.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be a chaos gremlin.
You're just becoming like glam rock Chica. Yeah. I don't know. I'm excited about this.
I'm super excited. I haven't gotten to play actual D&D in forever.
Well, also I love the idea of VTuber D&D. I feel like that
Yes.
should have been a thing already.
It
But I've never
probably
heard of it
is,
before.
but it's not popular.
I think V&D is a great concept.
Mm-hmm.
This
Absolutely.
this will, however, be the first time that I've ran 2 separate parties at once.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, getting fancy with it, huh?
We could do a crossover. And Kiko
Crossover
would have to
event?
play 2 characters.
Her character's gonna interact. It's gonna be a fist fight. No, it's
Probably.
not. No, it's not. I'm actually the oldest of all my siblings, and I'm oldest by a long amount. I'm like the oldest of my siblings by like 6 years.
Really?
Like all my siblings, I was a fucking accident. I'm blatant brutal about it. I was not supposed to be born.
That's
VMT
terrible.
sounds like it's short for venereal disease. But my parents were like, they weren't a fling, but they definitely didn't stay together. Not a healthy relationship. And I was born,
Looted.
and now I'm here.
Do you want to hear some shit?
Oh, fuck yeah.
My mom wasn't supposed to be able to even have kids. And she was married and got a divorce and was like, you know what would really piss off my ex-husband? If I slept with his friend. And that's how I was born.
That's wild.
And she tried her whole
Holy
marriage to get
shit.
pregnant and couldn't.
That's so fucked up.
Yeah.
See, now that she's told her story, mine's not as interesting. I was conceived on April Fool's Day, and then this was probably before your time. Not to be like
I'm not going to be
that
offended by
guy,
it. Just continue.
but I was born on what is known as Footlong Tuesday, which is a Subway thing because my mom worked at Subway at the
Uh-huh.
time. So a lot of my friends call me Subway Jesus.
Frankie has a
Speaking of
sandwich
which,
fund on
Looted-
my own.
Looted, I have a question.
Yes, yes, yes.
It's more of a hypothetical. Let's put it that way.
Yes.
Oh my god, no!
Way to scare me.
No! Looted, do not feed
So-
into this.
Okay, let's say noon is the
Looted.
time.
Do not feed into this.
Every day
Or-
at noon.
Do not encourage.
Every day at noon.
Do not encourage
If you
this
open
behavior
your
from
front
him.
door, there will be a newborn baby on the floor.
I
And
already am
you-
scared.
And you know that if you stomp on that baby and you shut the door and then open it again, there will be a Subway sandwich wrapped of your choice with whatever you want on it on the floor. You just pick it up and eat it. That will happen every day at noon. However, you also know that that baby that you just stomped on goes back to wherever it came from.
Frankie, that's really fucked up.
That's
What did
extremely
I come
fucked
back
up.
To? Yeah, I don't want to eat dinner
That is an
anymore.
innocent
Yeah,
life.
that's like,
Whether
Frankie,
it
come on, dude.
whether it comes back or not, that is still an innocent life that I am taking. That is a fuck no.
I take the Subway sandwich every time.
Of course you would take the fucking Subway sandwich.
I really like
Again,
Subway.
supposed empath here. No, I don't want to stomp on a baby.
Yeah, Frankie's something.
I want the Subway sandwich.
I also would like a Subway sandwich. And you know what I'm gonna fucking do, Frankie? I'm gonna walk across the goddamn street or the whole damn town and pay $6 for a Subway footlong.
Why when
Like
you
a
could
normal
stomp on a
person.
baby?
No! It's a baby!
I feel like we
I
shouldn't
said
have to
stop at a
explain to you
baby.
why this is wrong, Frankie.
No, I
No one
said-
should have to explain to you, hey, don't stomp on babies even if it gets you a Subway sandwich. I could not sit there
Nah.
and stare at this baby and go, I'm about to stomp this motherfucker.
Nah, I'd be sitting on my couch fucking eating a Subway sandwich while watching the news broadcast be like, globally, there's been an issue of random smudged babies appearing in nurseries across the United States. And I'd be like,
What?
damn,
So
that's
they
crazy.
do die?
Frankie.
They're smudged.
That's fucking.
You stomp on them.
Not.
You stomp on them,
This
you leave them how
reminds
they
me
are,
of
you shut the
dead
door, they
baby
go back.
shock humor of the early 2000s. Oh my god, I knew so many dead baby jokes back in the day. I was the
I told this to one of
I
my
was
coworkers,
the queen of dead baby
and
jokes.
he kept on trying to reiterate, like, well, what if you added this factor? What if you had this factor? And eventually it came to, well, what if there was a large, like a 10% chance that that's you as a baby from the past? And I
10?
was like, Subway
10
sandwich.
is like a lot. That's like a
Subway
large
san-
percentage
I know it is.
chance.
I know it is. But you know what? Subway sandwich.
Frankie, you're a fucking idiot.
As much as I fucking love Subway, I cannot support this. I cannot support this, you actual psychopath.
Then you don't love Subway enough.
You're right. Maybe I don't love Subway enough. I would rather keep my honor, sanity, and fucking innocence than
Humanity.
kill a baby every Tuesday, no, every day at 12 o'clock in the afternoon for a fucking foot long with meatballs and cheese.
That is pretty early to be killing a baby.
I'm not even out of bed by that point.
Oh my fucking
I'm
god.
sorry
I'm not
that-
stomping a baby. I'm not making a baby bite the curb at fucking afternoon because I want a Subway sandwich.
Zarl says.
I'm sorry that this-
Zarl says, look, the issue isn't the babies so much as it is eating the Subway all the time like that.
I can eat Subway every day.
No, I
For
agree.
every
I would
meal.
get
I won't
so
lie.
sick of Subway so fast.
When I was
Even
younger,
I couldn't do that. I love Subway.
when I was a kid, when I was a teenager, I would go to Subway and I would get 2 to 3 Subway sandwiches, footlongs, and I would eat them all in one sitting. But the thing is, I would eat and I would eat and I'd get sick. And I'd go to the bathroom and I'd throw it all up
I'm like,
and then I just go
fine
back to
with
eating.
Subway. It's not worth the hassle. Yeah,
Are
I would
you
prefer
okay?
Jimmy John's. I prefer Jimmy
I
John's.
wasn't
over
then.
Subway.
I'm better now. But my point is, I'm sorry that this is probably gonna get clipped.
Wait a minute. Oh
Look
no.
at the little baby who it's so small compared to the other ones.
Stomp on it for a free
Oh
Subway
my god,
sandwich.
he's so little. I'm not gonna stop
Guys,
on the
I have
baby
a
who
question.
for a Subway sandwich.
What's the question?
Doesn't alter self take spell slots?
I can check.
And then if I don't stop the
Fuck,
baby, which
I
I
don't
don't want to
think
do anyway,
Alter
I'd
Self
have a
takes
shit ton of
spell
babies. Oh no, do
It's
the
not a
babies
problem
like
if it
disappear if you
does.
don't stop them, or like do they stay?
Well, that becomes really powerful. In the
Yes,
sense of, I have infinite uses of alter self.
that's fine. No, yeah, if you just shut the door on the baby, it goes back to the nursery unharmed.
Okay, so yeah,
So
you're
it
not
does
stuck
get
with
killed.
the baby.
It's a baby you're murdering. It's not even. I thought the baby was gonna respawn back where it came from.
No, it goes back in the condition you left it in.
No, absolutely not. I'm not gonna touch that baby.
You'd wear shoes.
That's not the problem.
Alter Self is a second level spell.
I'm aware it's a second level spell, but it still requires spell slots. What's the question?
Yeah, all
Somebody
all
needs to
spells
clip
that aren't
that. That was
cantrips require
awesome.
spell slots.
Well, the thing is, I'm looking at it on my sheet, and it says it's at will.
Where the
I don't know
fuck
if
is my
I
shiny boo? This is
accidentally
bullshit.
did
Oh,
something wrong.
if it's at
Just
will,
for
it's
the
because of
$7
a
to $10
racial
for the
feature.
sandwich. That's what I'm saying.
A racial feature.
Yeah, some racial features or class features will
Probably
give
not
you
even on the
at
sandwich.
will,
Yeah,
which
like
means
there
that
are better
it
things
doesn't
at Subway to
expense
get than
spell
sandwiches.
slots.
Like
But
their soup.
I made the race.
Subway soup is top tier.
I don't know. Somehow that happened.
I'd die for some Subway soup. I fucking love soup. Did anybody know this about me? My favorite food is soup.
Nice.
I really like soup.
Hell yeah. I didn't put anything. Oh, I didn't give it a reset type.
Ah.
That's probably why. I didn't give it the reset type of long rest. Frankie's
Oh.
onto something here. Flake, no.
I love bouncing between y'all's
Don't
chats and
encourage
seeing
him.
everybody's erupt in like this polarizing pro baby pro Subway sandwich controversy.
Like you're never having children. And
Fuck
I already
this
know
hair
that.
cross, dude.
But now you're double not allowed to have children.
I wouldn't step on my own baby. They have to come from the door, Looted.
That doesn't.
This doesn't matter to me. It is an infant. I'm starting to see why you didn't have kids with him. He would have just stomped it if someone offered him Subway.
Yeah, I would have.
I really don't
I really
want
like
to get
Subway.
the tuna soup on the stale ass bread. What the fuck are you talking about?
Is someone complaining about Subway? Because I'll literally eat their parents.
What?
What is wrong with you? I thought you were the normal one.
No.
No,
I'm
we're
the
both
normal
weird.
One. I'm the normal one.
Oh
normal,
god.
normal in quotations. Normal by comparison. Hello. Welcome to my domain expansion.
Yeah.
Baby stomping Subway Land. Looted. Has
fuck's
she ever
sake.
told you about the jerk off ninjas?
Oh my god, Frankie.
The fucking what?
Okay, so what you need to understand about my IRL friends is that we're like the Stephen Kings of stupid. Okay.
Oh,
The reason that the baby stomping thing happened is because we were all just sitting around eating Subway, and I was talking about how much I love Subway, and it just kind of evolved into what I just told you.
you have problems.
Jerk off ninja is something similar. So
Oh, god damn it.
the idea behind a jerk off ninja is that it's a ninja that like sneaks into your house while you're sleeping, and like,
Can you
you
guess
know.
what it does?
Can you guess what it does?
I'm
Yeah,
I'm just getting the scene of like the reverse flash. It was me, Barry. It's
Well-
100% the image I'm getting right now.
Well, basically, you wake up just as they're leaving with your semen, and
Wait, they
then-
steal it?
Yeah, they take it, and then they clone you, and then the clone comes and kills you.
Oh, you have me
And any-
excited.
Anybody
Well-
you know could be a jerk off ninja. So like,
Well, hang on. You've got my interest now.
Oh my
Because
fucking
you mean I
God.
get to have a free boss battle with myself?
yes. Okay.
Now you have my interest.
But basically, like, we'll just walk around and like we'll be like, somebody will do something kind of suspicious or out of character, and we'll be like, wait a minute, and we'll like pretend to peel off their face and go, oh, jerk off ninja, and like that's the whole bit.
That is really funny. I'm not gonna. It's really funny.
We call them Johns for short.
Oh my god. Call him Peters.
But yeah, that was another example of
Would the
just
Zarl posed the question, would the opposite be a jerk-off assassin?
like the
No,
babe.
the opposite would be a fucking whatever puts cum in you.
Ah!
The fucking breeding ninja.
No! That's so cursed. That's so fucking
No.
cursed.
No, I'm not ready for breeding ninja. Are you kidding me?
No, that's cursed as fuck. I hate it.
Breeding ninja.
No, that's so much worse than jerk-off ninja.
Oh my god, Chad tried to bonk me, but they used it at the same time, so it just took the bonk away.
The nutting ninja.
The nut ninja.
Oh my fucking mental breakdown, I'm crying. Oh my fucking god, the breeding ninja. I didn't expect that to come out of my brain, and then now it's coming in them.
What are you doing, ninja step bro?
No!
It all comes back.
Why did it have to go full circle? It's not even a good circle, it's a peanut!
No, I need to find step ninja porn. That's got to be a thing, right?
No! God! My life ends tonight, chat, and I'm done.
What are
I
you doing
reached
with that
peak.
kunai step ninja?
Oh my god. I'm losing my fucking mind.
Welcome to the rest of your life, Looted. We're friends now.
It's like a circle jerk. Oh my god, imagine being in a circle jerk, but one of them is the fucking cum.
Looted,
Like,
have you ever
dealer.
experienced
Like it's like
lesbian
soggy
T-Rex
biscuit,
hoverboard
but they just
porn?
take the biscuit and run.
Fucking
Did you bring up the lesbian T-Rex hoverboard porn? Is that what you just said?
That is
I
what I
think she
just said.
Looted.
Sorry, I'm still recovering.
I'm gonna send you something on Discord.
I'm
No, do
terrified.
not send it to him on Discord, you heathen!
Please do not send me porn. Please, I beg. I don't know you well enough for this yet. Ow, stop hitting me. God, I really
Okay,
hope my
fair
parents didn't
enough.
get back yet. Because there's gonna be a lot of questions and a lot of conversations.
Do you care to
Looted,
explain
can I send you porn?
what a jerk off ninja is?
I mean, I've known you a little longer, but I'm still scared.
She's gonna send you what I was gonna send you.
I don't want it. I'm a liar. My curiosity has me by the dick. Please send it to me.
It can barely because she is cackling in the other room. Discord can't pick up her laugh.
Oh my god.
My Discord breaks for me a lot too, but I'm terrified.
Oh my god. I'll find
Just
it
don't
for you
watch it on-
later. We watched it
yeah.
one time in
It can barely be
Little's
considered
Discord.
porn.
We watched it in Little's Discord in voice chat together one time.
But I showed it to her years ago. It was
Yeah.
shown to me by another person.
Alright. The Kitsune race, I think, is finished, by the way. I did complete it. I just have to make it pretty.
It's not as encyclopedic as Dark Souls.
What did you just say?
Zarl said, I haven't. Admittedly, my poor knowledge is not as encyclopedic as Dark Souls.
Ooh, speaking of which, when I finish setting up the office, I should play some Elden Ring.
Yeah.
I still need to get Elden Ring and play it on stream, but I do not have a computer
I
strong
want to
enough to do
get
that.
Baldur's Gate 3 to play on stream, but I
Excuse me?
can't.
I would not be allowed to do that because my flirty nature would lead to me being bed with at least 3 different characters in the campaign.
You can set it to streamer safe mode, and it won't show you any nudity in the cutscenes.
Who said I didn't want to watch?
You can watch for your personal playthrough.
I don't have time for that. I can't even with this. This whole conversation is hell.
Welcome to the first day of the rest of your life, Looted.
Oh god.
Yeah, you wanted to be friends
are
with
you
my
guys my
husband so
friends for the
bad.
rest of my life? Is that what's happening?
You wanted to be
I
friends
mean,
with my
it
husband
depends.
so bad. This is it.
Yeah, this
What?
is all it is.
I mean,
Welcome,
I'm enjoying myself thoroughly.
welcome to being friends with somebody who can literally take somebody's breath away by making them laugh for 3 minutes straight.
I like it.
I do that to her a lot when she like does something goofy and silly, but still, like one time we were laying in bed and she went to slap me on the ass, but she hit me in the balls.
Oh. How do you
So,
miss that badly?
It wasn't. I really didn't miss that badly.
You only hit my balls.
That's not true.
You like
you put you
three,
so Fox? Oh,
you
well, then
like
where are my
3
children?
finger tapped them like, and I was like, ooh.
Who said I
And
missed?
so I had to make her laugh for 3 minutes straight, and she almost
Wait,
died.
you still have the weakness? You still get the weakness whenever they unball you?
If anything, it's worse.
What?
Well, they don't
I'm never doing
unball
it.
you.
I'm not doing it.
Well, okay, you don't even know the worst
What
part.
is it,
So I have
Destin?
a
What is
permanent
it?
vasectomy. Okay, I have a permanent
I
one.
mean, I figured.
Well, because normally what they do is they
The
clip them,
triple
and you can have it
tax.
undone after a while if you want.
A hat trick,
But mine
if you
are
will.
singed, they're burned, so they're crispy a little in some places.
God.
I just smell them cooking my own nuts, Looted.
I started playing Genshin again. Can't
Damn,
remember if I
something
told
smells
you. Ooh,
good.
Fuck yeah, I've been
Yeah.
thinking
I
about
gotta
getting back
taste
into
that.
Genshin
When they use the soldering thing, it made a beeping sound. It sounded like somebody flatlining, and I went, "Oh no, that we're losing him!" And the nurse lost her shit.
You shouldn't be making the people who are literally cutting your balls off laugh.
And the doctor was like, "What?" And I was like, "Nothing. I'm just making jokes. It's how I cope."
Same. I watched
She's-
way too much Spider-Man as a kid. You 100% know where my comedy comes from.
My favorite superhero is Spider-Man.
Whose isn't?
Frankie's.
I don't know what my favorite superhero would even be.
You almost
anymore.
lost all rights on the spot.
I like it used to be Deadpool, but then Deadpool became really mainstream and it
The
ruined his
complete
comics.
misunderstanding of how a vasectomy works. I started back like 4 weeks ago. I went from AR-12 to AR-45. I think I'm AR-58 in Genshin.
And
but
I have an
haven't played in like a
AR-15.
year. I haven't played in so long.
Based on
Give me
our
a gun.
conversation so far, I don't think you should be trusted with a firearm.
Why? I'm the most
Because-
trustworthy one. You're talking about stomping babies.
I'm talking about the effects I'm having on you currently.
I've done so much. I believe it.
Oh, I'm doing it to myself too. Don't worry. You are
That's
not the
what
first
I-
person.
that's
to
what
say
I
that
meant.
because I
yet?
am.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
But
I,
no.
I get like this more often than you'd expect. Also, I
don't think
absolutely
Genshin
agree,
ever will.
Rebel.
That's
I've been
fair,
told I
that's
give
fair.
off Peter Parker energy too, and that was probably the greatest confidence boost I've ever given in my life.
No, I see it now that you pointed out. Definitely like Andrew Garfield, Peter Parker.
Yes,
Yeah.
I've been
Like-
blessed. My life is over. Goodbye. I no longer require life.
You gotta get a Spider Fox model.
Oh my.
I finished Inazuma in the Archon Quest. I also finished Subaru in the Archon Quest. Oh,
But
are you in
I was gonna
Fontaine,
say,
then?
I've been trying to convince her
that's
to
where
play
I'm
Elden
at.
Ring with me because the DLC just came out. I would totally be down to do a 3-player run of Elden Ring.
If I can get my new computer and it can run it, I will absolutely do it. God,
Oh,
you specifically called out Andrew Garfield, my favorite. My boy. My boy. I love Andrew Garfield just as an actor in general, but his Spider-Man has been my favorite since I watched his movies. I was
We-
never a Toby boy. Tom is
No.
okay. Like Andrew, my beloved.
I like Tom the most because I think he has a good balance. Because
It
like I
has a
think
good balance, but I adore the emotions that Andrew put in. But I apologize, I interrupted you. Continue, please.
no, it's fine. I think Andrew's a lot better now. Like a lot of people give him a lot of shit. I think he has the same treatment that a lot of people gave Hayden Christensen for Anakin,
Mm-hmm.
and that like over time they realized that it wasn't really his fault. It was more
They treated him badly on things he couldn't control, including replacing the original.
Anyway, just pop in
Right.
to say hi. And
but the way I've always thought about
yeah,
it is
thanks
like,
for dropping in.
while I don't
maybe I'll
think
play
Tom
Genshin
Holland
again,
is
and
the
I'll
better
hit you up,
Spider-Man or the
maybe,
better
wink,
Peter
wink.
Parker. I think
He's a
he's
good
the
balance
better.
of both.
Yes, he's the best balance.
Whenever
Andrew
I hear
Garfield,
my boy, all I
best
can think about is
Spider-Man.
the CDI.
Tobey
So
Andrew
thanks.
was absolutely the best Spider-Man. His quippiness, I
Yes,
fucking adore.
exactly.
It. I
And
love
that's-
his quippiness. I 100% based bits of how I operate on the Spider-Man, especially Andrew, which is why I come off as a bit of an asshole to some people now that I think about it.
But like Toby is the best Peter Parker because he's just so kickable.
He's so
you know?
awkward. I love Toby.
He was very good at that, but he also suffers from being like early 2000s
Oh,
now,
You're
which I
loud.
think I
Quiet.
like. That's
There,
part
is
of why
that
we
better?
like the new Spider-Man movie where all three of them came together. I mean, every Spider-Man fan ever was busting nuts when that movie came out. Let's be honest.
We saw
You
it in
literally get to see-
theaters,
Yes, Sam.
and like as Toby walked up, there was a guy in the back.
There,
who was
is
like,
that
"Hey, yo,
better?"
what the fuck?
Here, let me.
That came out right around my birthday, and oh my god, I was done. No spoilers. You haven't seen the movie yet. Watch the fucking movie. I swear to God.
Watch the
Andrew came
movie.
in. I was gone. I was gone.
How's
If
that?
there was a man I could be gay for, it's Andrew Garfield.
I mean,
Just blatant say it.
Jeez.
um,
Watch Edgelord Toby. I love Edgelord Toby from the third Spider-Man movie. He's my favorite. I love him. He's
When
so
someone
funny.
doesn't have dirt in their eyes. It's just the throwing rat meme, but it's dirt.
my favorite one is the like it's him swinging around in the black suit where he takes the mask off at the end of the scene, but it's like when you get home with your Taco Bell order and he looks into the mask and he's like, "This is something else."
Oh my god, could he do that? Like, use storage on the suit and it, like... I don't know. In that movie, they didn't really have anybody flatten, like a lot of Venom characters do. But in a lot of movies, Venom just straight up will, like, flatten. There's a human in there! Where did they go?
Well, that's how he works in the comics too.
Yeah, but, like, comics don't always follow logic.
If anything, I think the character that got butchered most, through like the Spider-Verse stuff, is Carnage. They did a horrible job on Carnage.
In, like, the Carnage movie?
Yeah.
Like,
That is
in
not a-
Sony?
You could also tell he was
Yep.
having so much fun playing.
Sony's
Tobey
been very
Maguire
good.
had so much fun in those movies.
I'm excited for the new Venom movie.
I watched it, I enjoyed it, but I don't think there was much going on with Carnage other than, I'm evil.
Well, that and like his voice even is wrong. Like he has like this deep like growly voice, and in the comics they've talked about how
He was
Carnage
raspy,
sounds.
high-pitched.
Yeah, he's like a screeching sound. Like
I could see that.
yeah.
Well, yeah, because it's
Or,
like
like,
creepy.
Well, that and like Deadpool's the same way. Like Deadpool does not sound like Ryan Reynolds in the comics. Cable
But
says that.
can you imagine
Cable-
there's anyone else, though?
Well, true, but Cable does say at one point that he sounds like a fork in a garbage disposal.
Cable's also just kind of a dick.
Cable is.
Well, you gotta think he's a giant tumor man.
Yeah. But again, Cable is just kind of a dick and would say mean things to say mean things, at least from what I'm aware of.
Yeah.
Cable I don't have much knowledge of, specifically from the new X-Men TV
I haven't
show
seen
is
the
my
Venom
most
movie.
knowledge
I really
of.
want to. The clips from it make it seem like such a
Oh,
cool movie.
97?
Venom, the
Yeah.
first Venom
I
movie
actually
is
really
so
enjoyed
funny.
That was very good. I need to watch it.
It's
though.
so funny.
I saw
haven't
so many
watched
people.
Loki.
I saw a lot of people like busting over the fact that Cyclops just fixed all his character assassination in the past 20 years.
Yeah, they really fucking.
I loved Cyclops. There were problems he had, but I definitely enjoyed him. Wolverine's definitely my favorite of the bunch, other than I don't remember his name, Nightcrawler. I love Nightcrawler, and I
Nightcrawler's
don't
cool.
know why.
I like Beast a lot.
Beast is definitely fun. I feel like I'd vibe with Beast very well.
It seems
If
like it has a
we're
lot of
talking
charm. It
X-Men
does. Tom Hardy did a really good job in that
specific,
movie.
You put
Eddie.
Spider.
Eddie. Eddie.
That was really good.
That's always a voice that I figured it'd be into for me. I mean a line.
Has
Not
um
laughing.
has she told you about any of my impressions? I have a lot of impressions.
I also do a lot of impressions, but I don't do them on stream.
I don't really know how it started. I think it started in high school when I was doing the Rick voice a lot. Which I've actually had people call me and be like, "Can you do the Rick voice, please?" For like parties and stuff, and I'm like, "Oh, okay, I'll do the Rick voice for you." But it's I can do it if you want. I know a lot of people are like, "Ew," nowadays.
Why? Oh, because
Justin
of all the
Roiland.
controversy.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't give a shit, man.
it's
The dude was bad. The character did nothing.
right. A lot of people wanted me to audition for the Rick spot.
Would have been fun.
It was
I need to do more voice acting.
Morty, you gotta put on the shoes, Morty, so you can walk up the wall. You have to turn them on, Morty. You don't just put them on your feet and go up, you fucking moron. Like,
I could see it for sure.
yeah.
I
Although
think you're a
my-
little fast on his speech, but other than that,
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
it's based more on like season 1 Rick, where he didn't really have the speech patterns down. But my lemon grab is also very good, but she'll kill me if I do that.
I will end your life.
My impressions aren't as good. I don't have a lot of good impressions. Venom, I guess, is hit or miss. You said it was good.
Yeah, that was
Then-
really good.
What's another one? Accents I do a lot more often. I'm trying to think. I've been told my Vegeta was alright. I'm trying to think of who
It's
else.
all about Colossus from the Deadpool movies. He was such an
No,
amazing
okay,
Russian
wait,
cinnamon
you
roll.
can't just say you got a
He
Vegeta
was a
and
good
not
boy.
bust out the Vegeta.
Again, I don't think it's very good at all, and I think it'd be very quickly shot down.
I've been working. I don't know how into Has Been Hotel or
I know not Has Been, but I know the other one.
Hell of a Boss?
That was what I was gonna
Hell
say.
I watched
can-
a lot of Hell of a Boss.
I can do Fizzaroli's voice somewhat okay.
I like Fizzy. Fizzy's chill.
I have there's a blacksmith in our other campaign named Grease. He's an automaton and he has that voice.
That's awesome. Rebel says he wants to hear it. You gotta drop it on us.
Oh, I gotta do the Fizzaroli. I don't know how good it is because she'll never tell me how good my impression is. It's horrible.
Drax also falls into that category. You're so right. You're so real
I
for
gotta
that.
find a line read.
I haven't listened to Fizzy in a minute though.
It's
I
very-
remember it.
It's
but
just Alex
I-
Brightman.
Yeah, it's just him doing Beetlejuice's voice.
I love Beetlejuice. I was thinking he does a more high-pitched version of it though.
Kinda, yeah.
That's fair.
Because like I could tell they were related, but they were very clearly not the same voice to
If it
me.
goes over my head, I would catch it. I have mastered the art of moving so slowly.
So
I'm invisible.
the thing with Fizz is that the way it started is that like I couldn't think of anything for him to say because a lot of times with a voice I have to find a key phrase to get it going when I'm starting it. And for him, the only thing I could think of was like, "Whoa, hey there, boys and girls!" Like that
Not bad.
kind of thing. I'm still working on it, but
It's definitely not bad. I can see a definitely good framework. I think the microphone eating half of the voice doesn't help.
oh yeah, probably not. But it is a lot of
I gotta
like.
head out. Oh,
The problem
well,
is
thank
that
you so much
Fizz
for
doesn't
dropping
really
by, Zaro.
yell a lot anymore. A lot
Have a
of him
good
is just
night. Thank you so
talking
much for
normally,
dropping by.
and
It's so good
that
seeing
being the key
you.
phrase doesn't really work very well.
I've done Beetlejuice in the past. I don't think it was very good. I think I got like the growl down, but I don't have the rest.
Christian's
The growl is the
shit out of
hardest
me.
part, honestly.
My tones are hit or miss. I've been told I can sing and do all this stuff. And I'm
Bye-bye.
I get that because I thought I could sing for a long time, and then she told me that I was tone deaf.
I'm
He
the
is.
opposite.
He is in fact tone
Later,
deaf.
Fox. All right, see you, Zarl. Fucking come back if you ever need more shit kicked in.
But
It's an awkward time of walking, and I'm cussing at people. Thank you, though. Well, I mean, I guess. Can I have a spoon? Oh. Enjoy being a fox or whatever. Enjoy being a stain on everyone else's life.
damn, looted. That was
I can be.
savage. Chill,
Be me
man.
if I need to. I'm just never mean to anyone. I'm genuinely like one of the nicest people.
You know what? Fizzaroli would stomp the babies for a Subway sandwich.
I'm
No,
sure
he-
he would,
you
and
know
that's why
what?
he's not real. Why are you laughing at me?
I'm just thinking about it logistically.
Why did it ever piss you off? Oh, I would definitely be miserable to be around if I just genuinely hated that. You resemble that remark? Which one? I wasn't paying attention because things like you are not worth looking at.
Looted.
What?
Damn.
Resent? Oh, finally, something we can agree on. You're scared? Are you guys good? Just no one just does just no one expect this out of me?
No, you're so
You're
nice.
entering your villain arc.
No, I'm just a very sweet person, but I have enough built-up resentment and rage to probably be the worst part of someone's life. Don't be? Sorry, if you thought I was apologizing to you, you are very mistaken. I'm all bark, no bite. Oh, you were. Someone has definitely not been around me enough.
I thought that this person was leaving. Now they're like, nah, give me more. Give me more.
Wow, so
Let your
miserable
hate
even the worst part of your day isn't enough, huh?
Let the hate flow through you.
As long as you know you can't be mean to me, I'll cry.
I would never be mean to you. Why would I be mean to you?
I don't know, don't be mean to me, I'll cry.
I'm not a threat. I promise I'm not gonna be mean to anyone unless they are like the worst.
Ah, there it is!
I think she found what she was looking for.
Ah!
Scary. I'm not scary. I promise.
I got my shiny
No one
hoot
thinks I'm
hoot!
It's funny because so many people agree that I am like not scary at all, and then a moment I do something like this, everybody's like, "Why are you scary?"
Frankie,
It's a sudden change.
Frankie, what
Maybe-
should I name it?
What did you get?
A shiny hoot hoot.
Shiny Hoot Hoot? Is it a boy or a girl?
It's a boy. Very yellow.
Codsworth.
Codsworth?
No, not
You know
Codsworth.
what? I agree.
Wait, no. What's the name of the clock from Beauty and the Beast?
I think that's Codsworth.
That's Cogsmith, maybe?
Cogsmith?
No, it's Cogsworth.
Yeah, it's
Codsworth?
like-
How do I
it's
spell
like
it?
Codsworth, but they changed the D to a G.
So C-O-G...
Rebel, it's okay. I'm never gonna talk to you, I promise.
O-R-T-H?
Hold on, I'm gonna skip over to your stream. I was in looted stream.
Here, I'm gonna look it up on the interwebs.
No, that's right.
Is it?
You got it right.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Did you
Also,
look?
yeah. Yes, I look. I know. I just know. All right. So here you go. Have this. Calm down. Have a treat.
I promise. Of course, I promise. I'm not gonna hurt you, Rebel. Come down. It's okay.
Alright, now what do I have to look for?
Run, Rebel.
Breaks.
Run,
Uber. I already have
That's
Uber.
really good.
Munchlax and Charge-a-Bug. Do I need Charge-a-Bug, Frankie?
What, honey?
Do I need Charge-a-Bug or Munchlax, do you know?
No, you do not.
I don't need either of them.
What was the first one?
Charge-a-Bug.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Say it one more time.
Charge-a-Bug.
Chargeable.
You have a shiny Charge-a-Bug. I don't know if you need Vikavolt though. I'd check.
What
I know
about-
you don't need Munchlax though.
What about Dupiter?
You mean Dupiter?
Dupiter?
It's Dupiter, but I don't know.
Dupiter makes more sense.
Thank
It's
you.
Do spider.
Right, but
Actually-
it said Dupiter in the anime.
You know what? It is obscenely hot in this office. I think I might end stream there.
Nah. Wait. What time is it?
It is 11:15.
Yeah, it's almost midnight for us.
It's almost midnight for me too.
Okay, so yeah, it
You
might
guys
be
are
time
not
to
far
wrap
from me.
up.
We have the same time zone.
Yeah, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna hunt you down.
I'm never far from you, Looted.
I'll hunt you
I'll
down.
address that in a second. Hiko, what do you mean you're gonna hunt me down?
I'm
We
on my
have
way.
haunted houses to explore.
I'm on my way. I'm here.
Are we going to haunted houses together?
Yes.
We should play Phasmophobia together.
Yeah.
Actually, kind of curious where you're from, though.
Me?
Yeah.
Hang on. Once you end your stream, I'll mute and
Fuck
then
yeah.
I'll say it.
Alright.
Actually, I'll just DM it to you. 'Cause it's
Yeah, just DM it.
We're
Anyway,
also from the same place.
My stream
I
is
know where you guys
ending.
are from.
I'm gonna
Oh.
end stream, so I will. Oh, thank you for the puff. I will take that really quick, but I'm ending stream.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it the first
Okay.
half of the stream?
I'm the one who gives her most of her pops.
I'm usually a pretty bad force.
Yeah.